And we're live, gang. Hello, everybody. It's Monday. It's marvelous Mother Tucker's Monday. I hit the live button while they were still talking, so I'm sure they will.
Right in the middle of us trying to rag you, Jason. That's
why you did it.
Hey, when in doubt, click the live button. That's what I say. So, well, gang, I hope everybody here with us tonight had a fantastic weekend. It is Monday, so come on in, sit down, relax. We're going to show you guys some pretty good vintage tonight. We're hoping to set the tone for your week and get you off on the right foot. So, Bill, how was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, it was good. I got a lot of stuff sorted because, we have a week coming up. So I wanted to get some work done. I graded some papers and sorted out some Tupperware.
Okay. All right. You are the king of Tupperware, my friend. You are the king of Tupperware.
I'll take it.
All right, Amy, how was your weekend?
good. I picked all day Saturday, and Sunday I went to a baseball game. Kept busy. I did a little crafting, so that was fun. So yeah, stayed out of the heat. That's what I did.
Amy, those flocked bug ornaments you got were incredible.
I have been looking at those bugs for probably 4 years because they were a little spendy. But it happened to be a whole store sale. So I was like, yep, they're coming home today. So yeah.
Good score. Good score. All right, gang. Well, I had a busy weekend. I had the Christmas marathon over on Instagram, so got all that packaged today and out. And then we had a Valentino sale on Friday, which was pretty doggone fun. So
it was a good sale. I like when the four of you sell together anyway.
I think it's a good chemistry. I think the four of us kind of work really well together. So, all right, we got some folks here in the chat. Let's say hello to everybody who's joining us here tonight. So the first one in the house is Tumbleweed. How are you, Tumbleweed? Welcome. Followed by Mix Mom. How are you, Mix Mom? Welcome, everybody. Gang, if you want to shout out, please say hello in the chat. We'll do our best to get through everybody and try to say hello to everybody. We got Trina in the house. How are you, Trina? Welcome. How are you? Taylor, welcome, Taylor. Speaking of the next individual here, the very lovely Karen Gillette, she's going to be our official mod and bid ender tonight. I think Holly is in France, so H. Parker, I don't think will be in the chat tonight to assist. So I'm pretty sure she's over in France, as they say, over in France. She's in France. So,
do they, Jason?
I don't know.
That's what they say.
I don't know. That's what I've heard. I've heard. So our official mod and bid ender tonight is the very lovely Karen Gillette. Followed by my man, Mr. Grady Grupo Vintage Recordings, who is the other half of the Gillette Corporation. Please make sure you're following him, guys. If somebody could drop his link in the chat, I'd appreciate it. He's putting out some really fun content. If you guys enjoy listening to vintage music, on vintage vinyl, on a turntable, you're going to love his channel. So please give Mr. Gavin, Mr. Grady Grupos, a follow, please.
And I certainly appreciated all of the Christmas albums for Christmas in July. Yes. I listened to them all the other day.
Me too.
Well, Holly may not be here. Deanna is.
Okay, Deanna. Thank you, Owe. Thank you, Deanna. We got Les. How are you, Les? It's great to see you. Les got to meet and greet some people, too. She got to see George. She saw a whole bunch of folks out there in the Northwest. I don't know if you guys saw that on her Instagram, but it looked like you had a fun time, Les. Looks like you had a good time. Hello, Mom. How are you? Welcome, Mom. We got Matthews Vintiques in the house. How are you, sir? It's good to see you. We got Donna in the house. Welcome, Donna. It's good to see you. Welcome, everybody, to Monday. We have Lisa in the house with us. How are you, Lisa? Welcome. Kelly in good old Texas. How are you? We got Deanna. How are you, Northwest Sunshine? It's always great to see you. We have the lovely Heather of Antiques Agenda. How are you, Heather? It's great to see you. Welcome. We got Don't You Know? How are did I do good, Amy?
It's not bad, Jason. You're getting better at it.
I'm practicing. Don't You Know's in the house. Welcome. How are you? We got Shabby Wonder. Hello, Shabby Wonder. Welcome. Welcome, guys, to Monday night. We got Glowy Girl. How are you, Glowy Girl? It's always good to see you. We have Karen in the house. Karen Kennedy, it's good to see you. Hello, Deborah Williams. Welcome, everybody, to Marvelous Mother Tuckers Monday. We're so happy you guys are here with us. Hello, Leslie. It's always great to see you. How are you? Let's see who else is here in the chat with us. We got Desert Gal in the house. How are you, Desert Gal? So good to see you. We made it to Monday. It's going to be all right from here. It's going to be, like I said, we're going to set the pace for you. We're going to set you out on a high note at the end of the sale. So we got Daisy Girl with us. How are you, Daisy Girl? Wendy is in the house with us. How are you? Welcome, everybody. We got Carrie with us. How are you, Carrie? Welcome. Let's see who else is with us. We have Spark Joy in Life. It's always great to see you with us. Lisa, how are you, Lisa Green? So good to see you here with us tonight. Hi, Lucinda. Welcome. How are you guys? It's so good to see you all. We got Susan Lynn with us. How are you, Susan? Let's see who else is here with us tonight. Keep scrolling down here. We got Chris. How are you, Chris? My broom closet. It's so great to see you. Let's see who else is here with us. We got Lila in the house. How are you? It's welcome to Monday night. See who else is here with us as we scroll on down. Guys, catch me if I'm missing anybody. Oh, there's Wanda. How are you, Wanda? Shannon's with us. How are you, Shannon? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. We're spanning the globe, gang. Hello, Heidi, all the way from Belgium. It's so good to see you. There's Blythe. Blythe, how are you, Blythe? It's so good to see you. Welcome from New Jersey, all the way from the Garden State. Karen is here with us. How are you, Karen? Welcome, everybody. Let's see who else is jumping in. My chat keeps jumping, so I'll do my best to see everybody. Hello, Harry. How are you? It's always so good to see you. And we got Mama Pam in the house. I got to tell you, I am so anxious, Amy, to meet your mother. I can't even tell you.
Mama Pam was here today. She cooked a lovely dinner of grilled chicken and broccoli cheddar casserole. And we had a big old salad. It was really nice. Really nice.
That was good. Laura Orton jumped in. How are you? It's great to see you guys. Gang, with all of you here before we get started, we're almost at 100 people. Thank you so much. It's an honor and a privilege to get to do this every single Monday night with my co-host and our guest, Amy. And guys, please make sure you're following everybody here on the screen. The link to Bill's YouTube channel and Amy's channel is down there in the description. All you guys got to do, it's that little drop-down box. Drop it down. Give them a follow, please. Make sure you're following all of us over on Instagram as well. We do a lot of our advertising over there. We show a little bit more about ourselves over there. So I guess that's pretty much it. I'll turn it over to you, Bill. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, so I'm just going to go over the menu for the evening. We have 10 rounds of amazing vintage items. Interestingly enough, if you didn't get a chance to see our previews, you need to know something. Amy, Jason, and I did not discuss what we were bringing tonight prior to the sale.
Nope.
But it just so happens that we have a lot of kittens, puppies, and birds tonight, and each one of us is bringing a whole different part of that zoo. It's just very odd the way that it happened, and probably we're probably getting like in sync with one another, even though we didn't plan it. But that's going to be fun. So we have 10 rounds of awesome vintage items tonight, and we're going to do an auction style item sale tonight. We do not have quick claims tonight, partly because we want to respect your time. We want to move through the sale quickly, and partly because of something we're going to talk about in a little while. So the first thing you need to know if you're new to the YouTube sales, and we know a few of you are over here from Instagram, is that there are a couple different versions of the chat, and the chat is important because it's really active here on YouTube. It's where the community is built, and it's where the bidding occurs. So on your device, you want to make sure that you are in live chat, all messages. If your device says top messages, use whatever menu you can pull down on your device and make sure you are in top messages. Another thing to know is that the lag gets kind of gnarly sometimes here on YouTube. And the way that you can beat the lag and get back to the most recent point at which the sale is at is you close your YouTube application out completely, come back in, click on the live, and then again, make sure you are in live chat, all messages. The chat is just a really great place because that's where we communicate. We like to answer your questions. We love for you to tell us things that you may know about the objects that we're talking about. It's just a really fun thing. And if you're someone who's been in the background before, maybe tonight is the night you let us know you're there, and we can greet you, because we love doing that. If you have any questions during the sale, feel free to put them in the chat, and you can put them in all caps. That way we're more likely to see them. But if we don't see them, don't worry. There are tons of people in the chat who love to answer questions and are very knowledgeable. So that's the way the chat works. So again, live chat, all messages. So the sale itself, as I said, is 10 rounds of offer ups. And what that means is we will hold up an item. We will tell Jason what the start price for that item is, and he will pin it right where you see our names right now. Bidding can commence on that item in $1 increments. While we're describing it, we're telling you anything that's interesting or that we know about it. We're telling you any condition issues that you need to know. And hopefully some of you are dropping information into the chat about what you know about the item or the company that made it, or just some interesting fact. We love to learn here on Mother Tucker Monday. After we have a few bids on the item, we are going to start a countdown. And we'll likely start a countdown that's 15 seconds, but most likely we're going to change it to 20 seconds when we see what the lag is like. At the end of the countdown, we will say bid end, and our official bid ender, Karen Gillette, who Jason announced previously, will type the words bid end into the chat. The highest bid before that bid end receives the item. Now, another thing that we do here on YouTube for people who are very interested in claiming an item, maybe there's one item that you were really hoping to get tonight, is we offer an option for you to get your best opportunity to do that, and it's called just in case. A just in case bid is the maximum amount that you would be willing to pay for an item. So what you would do is if you have an idea of what that maximum amount might be, in the chat, you can type the letters JIC with that maximum amount. That this can be done by any active bidder. That means someone who's already put a bid in, and it can only be done during the countdown. Just in cases should not come in before the countdown. A just in case bid allows all the people who are interested in claiming an item to kind of get their best opportunity to claim it, but also see who else is really serious about the item, because that often factors into what you might be willing to pay for an item. So if you have the highest just in case after the bid end, what we will do is we will bid you up $1 over the next highest bid or the next highest just in case. And just keep in mind that if we have a round where there are multiple items, a just in case bid, if it's not the highest bid, becomes an actual bid.
Yeah.
So if you are someone who does claim an item tonight, we need some information from you. We all bill using PayPal, and we need your YouTube screen name. We need your real name, a shipping address, and an email address that we can send a PayPal invoice to. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, I might want to buy something tonight, but I don't have a PayPal account. And you don't need one. The link that we send you an email will have an opportunity for you to go to PayPal and log out as a guest. You do not need to create a PayPal account to make a payment. You can log out as a guest with any form of payment that you have, a debit card or credit card. PayPal accepts them. Another thing to know about this week is we are going to want to get your payments as soon as possible, because the three of us are traveling at the end of this week. So in order for us to get your packages in the mail this week, we are going to need payment by Wednesday at noon at the latest, or else we can't guarantee that we'll get to the post office before we leave on our trip. And that means the earliest you'd get something mailed is next Monday or later. So we are going to try to send out our invoices by tomorrow afternoon at the latest. And if you can look out for those and you can pay right away, then if you do that before noon on Wednesday, all three of us are able to get to the post office before we leave. That's our timeline for this week. Normally it's not like that, but this week is a special situation. The other thing I just wanted to remind you all is a bid or a just in case bid is a promise to pay. So if you do put something in the chat as a bid or a just in case, we need you to follow through with it. That's just what we need. And I think that's everything. If you don't know if you're going to buy something from us tonight or another night, you don't need to wait to email us your information. You can pre-register with us. You can email all three of us in one email. you can copy us all with the information, just so that we have your information for the future. But again, if you do claim something tonight, please email us that information either during the sale or right after the sale ends. We would really appreciate that. So we're each going to introduce ourselves quickly so that you know our situation, where we're sending things from. My name's Bill, Garden Guy Bill. Welcome everyone. If you're here for the first time, I ship from northern New Jersey. I also offer local pickup at the shop. All you need to do is email me and we can arrange that for some free shipping. And as I said, I might actually be invoicing after the sale tonight, but certainly by noon tomorrow, I will have the invoices out. And I ship to the US and Canada only. Amy?
Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. I am Amy. I ship from Michigan. I will be trying to get all of my invoices out tomorrow morning as soon as I can get them done. I'm going to probably get up super early when it's still dark out and have some coffee and then get to rolling. So you guys will definitely see something early from me tomorrow. And I also only ship to Canada and the US.
All right, gang, I'm Jason, Mother Tucker's Antiques. Welcome to my channel. I own a brick and mortar in Pennsylvania, so that's where I'm shipping from. Like Bill said, PayPal, and I use Pirate Ship to get you guys the cheapest rates possible. Boy, I'm having a night tonight. This is going to be good tonight because Jason's having a hard time grabbing his words. So if you guys want to utilize free pickup, you can do that. All you have to do is make sure you say that when you send me an email with your information. Once you pay your invoice, we can work on getting it up to the shop. Again, this week it might be a little bit different. It would have to be once we get back on Monday. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else. There's just one little caveat I do want to remind everybody, please. Everything we sell is of vintage nature. We do our best to describe it. We do our best to show it to you guys. Please remember that when we put out the reels and our photos, not only do we put those out to advertise the upcoming sale, but it's also part of our preview. So you guys get a chance to preview. It's like when you went to an old brick and mortar auction, you guys can go in and preview the items before they're offered. I'm going to start asking folks, if you have any questions, please ask those questions before the live. Any of us would be more than happy to take a DM or an email if you guys see one of our previews and you want to ask more questions about it. Just want to also reiterate again, they are vintage. We're doing our best to describe them and show them to you within the amount of time that we have. So, and I think Bill and Amy covered everything else. Oh, I do, back to the shipping. I also only ship to Canada and Pennsylvania, to Canada and the United States. I will ship to other states. So I'm watching the chat, and there's some other folks who jumped in. So I want to say hello to everybody that we missed, and then we'll get the ball. We'll get the ball. We'll get it all rolling. Jamie, hello, Jamie. Welcome. We have Pat here. How are you, Pat? It's always great to see you. We got Debbie. I was trying to roll my G's earlier, practicing. I'm not that good, Debbie, but welcome, Debbie. How are you? Tina's in the house. How are you, Tina? I think I saw Desert Gal. Well, I may have said hello to you earlier, but hello again. And I think there was one or two more. I'll try to scroll really, really quick. I think that was everybody. Nope. I knew I saw you, Bridget. How are you, Bridget? So good to see you. And I think that's everybody. So with 140 of you here, welcome. We're going to get the sale started. We're going to start out with Bill, and then we're going to go Amy and myself. So we got Tammy Thomas in the house. How are you, Tammy? And we'll get everybody moved around, and we'll get you started. Bill, how much is your first item?
Jason, did you see Pat Robinson? I can't remember if you said her name.
I said hello to Pat. I'll say it again. Hello, Pat. Good. How are you?
All right. So before I say a price, I just want to talk a little bit about what Jason just mentioned, that we have things that are in vintage condition. I've brought a bunch of different pieces of this lately, but tonight I have the UNESCO Winking Kitty Salt and Pepper Shakers. And this is how we do it over on Instagram or on YouTube. I wanted to mention something else. We're going to show you anything that's damaged sometimes before we even say what the price is, just because we want you to know that. And this is the salt shaker. And as you can see, under the lid of her bonnet, she has a chip. You don't see it from straight on, but it is there, and I want someone to know it. So if anyone is interested in adding these to their collection, they're going to start at $16 for the pair. A great starter set if you're interested in these Winking Kitties by UNESCO. Many of you know that these are Amy's sort of logo.
Yeah,
so cute. In the last few weeks, you've seen us sell the instant coffee container. You've seen the sugar and the creamer. And tonight I have these adorable little salt and pepper shakers. So they are 3 inches tall. And other than that one chip that I showed you, both of them are in remarkable condition. I just love the daisies on their hats. I actually do think that I prefer these to Miss Priss as well, really because of all of this goodness back here. I love, love, love it. Both of them do have their original stoppers. And
you can't even
lovely,
see that
lovely detail.
You can barely even see that chip, Bill, and it's at a good location.
You really have to turn it up to see it. You have to turn it up to see it. And it's likely it got chipped probably on the other one. That's, how they probably hit one another. But so sweet. And Jason, I wanted to mention something too. Earlier, Jamie was talking about how when she went over to Instagram, she had, it was tough to learn how to bid and watch the sale over there. Jason mentioned that you can email us or direct message us before a sale if you're interested in an item. If you're someone who's trying to go from YouTube to Instagram or Instagram to YouTube, you can also message us before a sale so that we can review how the two platforms are different. If you're interested in learning how to do a sale on a platform that you're not familiar with. While they're mostly the same, there are some differences in the way that it looks, and any of the three of us would be happy to talk to you about that. I think, in fact, Amy has a whole spiel already written about that.
I do. I have like a graphic with little kitties watching a TV that kind of explains the whole process on my Instagram page, and I post it often. I'm happy to send that to anybody that wants to just read it. Just message me over there.
Yeah, we're happy to answer those questions. We don't want you to be limited by one platform, right. Although some people prefer one over the other. They both are good to get the vintage that you might want. So I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown on these. Thank you, Deborah, for your bid of 22. Now, right now, we'd be looking for 23 or more. And again, we are doing just in case tonight for active bidders. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And the first round is always the round that's going to test the lag for us. So if we have a lot of bids coming in after the bid end, we know that we have a lag. So there is the bid end. And we saw the Queen Bee in at 25. Isabel was in at 25 before that. Wendy, Old White House Vintage at 27. Isabel also at 27. Then the bid end. Isabel's 28 came in after the bid end. So Wendy, Old White House Vintage, congratulations. These little ladies are yours. Thank you so much.
And those last 6 comments all came in at one time on StreamYard too. So I would recommend, if you guys want to bid on something tonight, don't wait till the very end to do it. Try and get those bids and just in cases in like as soon as the countdown starts. Don't wait too long because it will put you after the bid end, more than likely with the lag. So don't wait. All right. I have some salt and pepper shakers to start the night off tonight as well. $16, Jason. And I found these babies over the weekend. And they're cute little deer shakers. Now, I do not know the maker for these. I actually have this exact pair in my personal deer collection. It was one of the very first sets of deer salt and peppers I ever bought almost 10 years ago, believe it or not. But I do not know the maker for them. I have never been able to identify any particular maker on these guys. They do have a very old style made in Japan paper labels on the bottom with the cork stoppers. And this one actually is funny. Janet did not want anybody to take her deer salt and pepper shakers, so she autographed them. There's no chips on either one of them. I love the little sleepy guy. I love these guys. I think they're a little bit different because of the yellow in their ears, which typically we see pink. And they're definitely a darker brown. They're almost like a dark chocolate brown versus kind of that rusty brown that we usually see on the deer. But there's a little bit of crazing that's present in the glaze, but nothing super major. But there are no chips or anything on them. I think they're so cute, especially little napping guy. He's definitely my favorite. And because they have the cork bottoms and the really old sticker, the really old Japan style sticker, I do believe that these are probably from the late 1940s, these cuties. So measurement for these guys are 3 by 2 3/4.
I love it when they have the spots on their backs too.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. These guys have a lot of spots
Wow.
going on. A lot of them. The little sleepy one has 5 holes. Actually, they both have 5 holes. Both of them do. So take your pick, salt and pepper. All right. So I see, I saw Isabel was at 16. Deborah came in at 18 and Isabel's back in at 20. So we're looking for 21 or more. We're going to count these babies down. All right. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And I can't remember who asked about Halloween. She said that she wanted more because of the Instagram sale that she missed out bidding on. That, yes, I know for a fact that we have all been finding cool Halloween stuff. So yes, it will be coming. It will be coming soon. All right, there's the bid in from Karen. So Isabel had a just in case at 35, but didn't need it. So these are coming to Isabel for 20. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All righty, guys. My first item is going to start at $16, and I'm going to start out with trying to help convert some more bathrooms to Mermaid bathrooms. So I don't think a Mermaid bathroom is complete without some lucite, especially a lucite seahorse. This is the larger one. So this is the larger one. It would be the mother or the father of the group. So it comes in at about 10 inches tall. So about 10 inches tall by about 4.5 wide. Now, sometimes lucite can get all scratched up. It can get a haze to it. You can see this one is good and glossy. A lot of times the lucite molds are a little rough. This one isn't all that rough. There are no major chips, no repairs to it. It has the pieces of the shell. I think that's abalone shell. And then it also has some of the sparkle sand and some of the other pieces here on the top as well. So a lot of times they are missing their hook. This one does still have its hook, and it still has its original sticker here on the back. So again, this one is in the black lucite. It is the larger one, as you can see. Usually they were sold in sets where there would be 2 facing each other, or they would sell one of the larger ones and have some babies. But this one is just by itself. So it's a good way to start a lucite collection. You could start with this. You could add other ones to it. You could add other colors. Again, there's no damage. Sometimes they get damaged down there around the tail. And you can see the back is in really, really great condition, and it still has its original hook. So this is actually, Trendlin, thank you. I see you're 20. This is actually one of the pieces that started us down the Mermaid trail. Was years ago, we found a set of these, had never seen them before, but found a set at a thrift store. And then you start going to eBay, you start, checking Google, you start seeing all these other wonderful, great things. And then you find ceramic mermaids, and it's opening Pandora's box. So Trendlin is in at 20. Yes, sir, Bill.
Jason, when you mentioned you didn't know if it was the mother or the father, a little factoid tickled in the back of my brain, and I just looked it up. It sounds like you know it, but males are the ones who give birth in the seahorse.
Yes.
How
Yes,
cool
they
is
are.
that?
Yes, they are. Yep, absolutely. And again, this is the one, so everybody knows, this is the one that's going to be facing your right, just so everybody knows, because they do face both ways. I know it's not reversed over here, but just so you guys know that the fin is on the left side, and then the nose here is on the right side, so it faces off to the right. So we're going to Trendlin with 20. We're going to keep it moving. We're going to do a countdown just in case for active bidders. So we'll count it down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Robin's in at 22. So we're looking for 23 or more. And this is the larger one, the 10-inch one. I don't know if they have them bigger, but I know they have the little smaller baby ones. So Don't forget those just in cases, guys. This is where we're going to see the lag. Trendlin right before the bid end. Got in there with a 25. So Trendlin, congratulations. It's coming to you. And Robin, your 28 came in after the bid end. So Trendlin, congrats. And we're going to get it moving over to Bill. All right, sir.
$14, Jason. I said I had some kitties tonight, and I sure do. So this next one is one of my planters for the evening. I've actually brought a couple. I'm proud of myself. I haven't done that in a while. So this is a cute Napco planter with this stitched kitten on it. Almost looks like it's a doll, like not a real kitten, but like a stuffed doll. I think it's adorable, and it's in great condition. I've had this planter before, and it has been chipped, but I love these planters. I've said it before, that have the flat backs. I also really appreciate the brickwork. It just is really nice little detail on these planters. The flat back planters are really great because they'll sit on a windowsill where plants like to be, and they won't fall off. So really adorable. Again, no chips or cracks, just a lot of detail on this little fella, little girl, little kitty. There is not a Napco stamp on this one, but I have verified that it is Napco. But there is a number. And it is 4.5 inches from the bottom to the top, and 4 inches across. It's just a great color scheme with all the flowers kind of painted all over this. Looks like a stuffed kitten, little blue bow around their neck. And I love this idea that the flower petals are green and then the inside is pink. It's sort of like a reverse look as well, kind of whimsical. Really fun.
So great is, Bill. This would pair well with all of those patchwork salt and pepper shakers if you guys have those, or if you're fortunate enough to get some of the figurines, which you don't find all that often. This would be great as a larger statement piece with that collection.
Yeah, this was a whole ceramic trend at one point, right?
Yes.
And I think I have a pair of patchwork horse salt and pepper shakers downstairs. There are just so many different pieces you can collect. And then there are those little patchwork, they look like rag dolls with the gems in their eyes. I don't know if you've ever seen those. I think those are Napco too. Yeah. It's a fun little thing to collect, especially if you had a kiddo who you were buying for and you wanted to add a piece to their collection over time. You know, it was on one of those high shelves in their room, so they just looked at it while they were young and didn't really. It's a fun thing to collect. Plus, it's utilitarian, so really nice little piece to add to a collection. So thank you all for your bids. I'm going to go ahead and start that countdown. I froze for a minute. Do you guys see that?
No, you didn't on our end.
We have a storm right now, just so you know. All right, so I'm going to start that countdown. Did you guys do 15 seconds as well, or did you bump it up to 20?
Yeah. I did 15.
All right, so again, active bidders can use it just in case. Thank you all for your bids. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And I should have mentioned it. Go ahead.
I was going to say, Wanda has a smaller version of this. I've never even seen this one.
I love these planters too. They actually were molded in two parts. So the cat is applied on top of the back. It's not one mold, it's two different molds. So if you ever see something like this that looks like it's cracked, it's not. It's just a separate piece of ceramic. So Karen, thank you so much for the bid end. So I see Brenda with a bid of 20. Vanessa with a 21, but Kim really wanted this, and she had a just in case of 47. So Kim, this is yours for $22. Thank you so much.
All right, Miss Amy.
Congratulations. All right, 22, Jason, for my next one. I have an interesting mix of dogs and deer tonight. Dogs and deer. The letter D is the letter of the evening, I guess. All right, so this gal, she was in, probably 3 videos ago. I picked her up at a store that we'd never been to in Indiana. And when I picked her up, she was missing some rhinestones. Okay, so I have done some rhinestone restoration to her, and I will point that out to you when I talk about her. But while I was sitting here in my 7 lights, I did notice that there's a tiny little flea bite on the underside of this flower petal. It's really not noticeable at all. I just happened to catch it in the light. So this is a little rhinestone pink. She is getting a little blown out, but she's light baby pink. Rhinestone deer made by Wales, Japan. And so she was missing 3 rhinestones out of her little nose. So the nose has been replaced in pink, and the flower in green, and the tail in pink. And these were the original colors that would have been in her once upon a time. But she was missing those when I picked her up. But I knew that I had good quality rhinestones that would match pretty close to the original ones that were in there. The green in her eyes is the same color that I replaced the green in the flower with. So she doesn't have her whales. She would have had a whales little foil sticker there on the bottom. There is a male deer that coordinates with her that has antlers in the same kind of style, also covered with rhinestones, but I found her by herself. I love her gold little hooves. Besides that tiny little flea bite to that flower petal, and I don't even think I'm going to get it to focus. It's really like on the underside where that white petal curls under. It's very, very hard to see, but I could feel it with my finger. Measurement for her, she is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And like I said, she is baby pink. She is kind of showing a little like off-white to me on camera, but she is, I assure you, she's pink. And her bow is cold painted in black. And then she has the gold there. So right now I see Debbie is in at 24. She does look like Clarice. Yes, I agree with you. I want to go on a date with Rudolph. So let's count her down. We're looking for 25 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
She seems a little angry, Amy. That's what I love about
her. She does. She kind of wants to talk to the manager a little bit.
That's exactly right. Who's in charge here? Who's in charge?
She wants to know why her coupons didn't double.
This is true. This is true.
I want a refund. All right, there's the bid in from Karen. So I saw Debbie was at 24, but Isabel came in with a 27. So Isabel, she's coming your way. Thank you so much.
And Amy is not responsible for how sassy she'll be when she shows up in your house. So and my next item is going to start at $20. And I got to tell you, I've sold this fellow once before and I regretted selling it. Found him again. Probably going to regret selling him again. But it is the little F&B. They call him, as far as I know, every single version of this, he's a Mickey doll, from what I recall. He's a Mickey doll, right, Amy? Isn't that what they call? I think they nicknamed him Mickey. At least that's what I always remember.
I feel like you're right. Like, I've only run across him one time in the wild.
Well, if you guys like him as a sailor, they did other ones. Like you could find him as a baseball player. I even think they did a whole different series of different jobs that the little fellow was dressed on. Now, this guy is complete. So when I say complete, a lot of times he's missing his undershirt or the bow. There's no major fading to him that I could find. He even has his original shoes and his socks. So I don't think a little youngster really played with him all that much. He is made of rubber and is from the 1950s. He's from a company called F&B, and it was a line of little posable dolls that girls or boys could play with. And I think this little fella here would look great in your 4th of July display next year, maybe even your Memorial Day, anything like that. If you know somebody who's in the Navy or you just love cool, kitschy dolls, I think this guy would be for you. If my camera will show, the back of his head is stamped, the F&B with the mark that he is. You can see how good and clean the material is. There's not even any rusting to the snaps, and there's a little snap on the upper part of his breeches. You can sort of see it as I open it there. So
is that corduroy?
No, it's supposed to. It actually looks like a real Navy uniform. It is just a cotton. It's just a cotton. It almost kind of looks like it's a denim, but it's like a true cotton little uniform. So Glowy Girl's in at 20, Jamie's in at 25, Debbie's in at 27. He measures just about 11 inches tall. So you can pose his feet. And you did see in my reel, he does stand on his own. You just got to kick 1 foot forward a little bit. So you can pose him to sit. You can pose him to do all sorts of different things. I'm not sure if they have other military branches that are depicted by him. I do know that I recall seeing a baseball player. I think I saw like a grocery store fella, like a butcher. Trying to remember what else. If you guys do a Google, you'll definitely see that there are some other characters that he comes in. So Gloria is in at 35. I just want to show you guys his great face. Again, it is made of rubber. There are no major scuffs. There's no major paint wear. All fingers are intact. Hi, how are you guys? So he's just super cute and would look great with all your other dolls. Or again, if you guys have someone that's in the Navy, if you guys want to decorate for your your patriotic holidays, he would be great too. So let's start a countdown. Isabel is in at 36. So we're looking for 37 or more on the 1950s rubber F&B Mickey doll, the little sailor. We'll go from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. He'd look good with your mermaids. He'd look good with your pinups, whatever you think. I just love this little guy, and they're hard to find that are complete. A lot of times these were played with, and like I say, the little shoes are missing or the socks. Thank you all for all the interest and all the bids. There's our bid end. So we had KB in at 38. Gloria had a 45, but Isabel came in with a just in case of 47. So Isabel, congratulations. It's coming to you for $46. Alrighty, Bill.
Did you all hear Chris gasp when he walked into the front door coming home from work?
Yes.
No. He looked at the stove and saw that I made chicken pot pie tonight.
Ooh, that sounds really
good. Night. It's a good night.
All right, $15, Jason. And I chose this item before he showed that really cool Navy guy. I have a piece of art with some really nice coastal vibes on it. It is an oil on wood, and it's really beautiful. It's this coastal scene with this long sort of seagrass and these beautiful, I don't know, seagulls or albatross, or maybe seagulls and albatross are the same thing. I don't know. In the center, it is a signed piece. I can't really make out the name, but it is signed. And I love these oil paintings, although we collect the ones from the mountains, not the ones from the ocean. So I'm happy to pass this on to someone, but I can't pass these over when I see them because I love them. I love, I don't know anything about art really, but I love that when you look up really closely on an oil painting, you just see the paint, right? But then when you bring it back, you actually see the landscape, the picture, what it makes. It is 11 inches tall and 9.5 inches from side to side. The only condition issue here is a little ding on the corner of the frame. And this can be taken out of the frame. It's only being held in by 4 nails on the back. But again, it is an oil on board. Just so pretty with a lot of detail when you look up. In fact, there's some applied paint on the surface of the water that makes it look like the sun's reflection. It's really, really pretty. So if you were someone who decorated in a coastal theme, or you needed something for a guest bathroom, maybe, I think this would be a nice little piece to hang up on the wall. Yeah, really pretty.
Are you sure you don't want this for your future beach house, Bill, that you're going to invite us all to down at the Jersey Shore?
You're funny. Are you sure you don't want this for your mermaid bathroom?
Well, that would look good in the mermaid bathroom. It would. But we already have a picture hanging in there. But
well, we're going to do a recap at the end, everyone. So we'll bring this back in case someone later on is more interested.
And Bill, if you wanted to take another moment, it didn't highlight right the first time. So
it's all good. We can move on.
All right.
Okay. 16 choice, Jason.
You got it.
All right, so I'm sad to say that this is the last of the Rempel squeaks that I got in Springfield, Ohio. I think I had 5. Yes, I had 5 total, but I have the last 3 tonight. So you guys are bidding on choice, and I have cleaned these. If you guys didn't see my short that I posted, hosing them and bathing them out in the front yard. I got some looks while I was doing that, that's for sure. But I have 3 tonight, and I have cleaned them. They were much dirtier before I washed them. You could actually, my hand was actually turned nasty when I touched them before, but I have bathed them all. But over time, these are from the 1940s, if you're not aware of the Rempel squeaks. And a lot of the time, over time, they discolor, they darken, and a lot of times they harden completely. These guys are all soft. They all still squeak, and they still have really good facial paint left. So your first choice here is Bulky the donkey or Bulky the mule, whichever one you want to tell, name him. But I love his sweet face. I've never actually had Bulky before. That was the first time that I'd ever run across him. There is a horse as well. And I like his little mane that they have molded in the back. Now these will all stand. I have tested them all. They will all stand up for you if you like to display your stuff on a shelf or something like that. They have the metal riveted squeak hole there, and they do all squeak. They're all really nice and soft still. So choice number one is Bulky the donkey. And second choice is Hoppy the rabbit. I love Hoppy the rabbit. He's so cute. His eyes might be a little bit more faded than the other two, but he still has a nice red mouth going on there. And I will say that there is a tiny little hole in the ear there. But really, I love these guys so much. I love the Rempel squeaks. They're so cute. Okay, so then third choice is a little bit harder to find, which is Tusky the elephant. I love the elephant. He has so much movement. I love how they sculpted that. Not typical for kind of elephant toys that we usually see. I like that they sculpted him running. I really like that. A lot of movement in there. And his ears are not separate pieces. They are attached to his head. You can't move them at all, but they look like they want to come out from the head, but they do not. That is just how they molded it in there. And I love his little tail sticking out there at the end. Oh, so cute. And they all do have their Rempel stamping that is embossed in the rubber. And they do all have the metal squeak holes still present there on the side. All right, so choice of three. These are the last ones I have. Unless I run across more, I love to look for these guys. They're some of my favorite things to hunt for. So you guys are bidding on choice. I saw Daniel was in at 17 and Carol Glowy Girl was in at 18. So we're looking for 19 or more on choice. We're going to count these down. Don't forget those just in cases if you're actively bidding. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Amy, I love these. I can't imagine. I cannot believe you got so many of them at once.
I couldn't either. That was definitely my favorite thing from Springfield in May, for sure, for these guys. All right. I am seeing some just in cases come in. Haven't quite seen the bid end come in yet. So I see Purple and Green Treasures came in at 19. Kim was at 22. Purple and Green had a just in case of 26. Kim came in with a just in case of 45, but Glowy Girl came in with a just in case of 47. I still haven't seen the bid end come in yet. Lag.
I don't see it on my phone yet either.
Karen, did you type in the bid end? I know sometimes this has happened that comments get filtered on YouTube sometimes, not as often as they do on Instagram, but all right, where is the bid end? Oh my goodness. All right, so Carol Glowy Girl gets first choice at 46. Carol, let me know if you want donkey, elephant, or bunny. And second choice is going to go to Kim. And behind that is going to go to Purple and Green. So let me know which ones you want, Carol.
Hi, Werna. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah.
These are so good. So good.
Oh, it's all right, Karen. Bunny and Donkey. Okay, Bunny and Donkey are Carol's. Thank you so much. So Kim, let me know if you want Tusky the elephant. And if Kim passes, it will go to Purple and Green Treasures. And I can just watch the chat. You can go ahead and go, Jason. Thank you so much.
All right. All right, gang. Thank you. With 170 of you here, please make sure you're following Garden Guy Bill and ENAMOR Amie. The links to their channel are down below. Karen Gillette, thank you so much for being our mod and bid ender. Deanna, thank you so much for assisting and modding. And just thank you guys for all being here with us tonight. I am going to need a few moments to describe my next thing. It's kind of sentimental, and I think folks here in the community are really going to enjoy this. So $28, I have a vintage cake topper. And it came from an estate, and then the person who I bought it from, they purchased it from the original estate. So these are little frozen charlottes that are the bride and groom. These were actually produced. I was able to find one other example of these little bisque bride and groom dolls. These are really, really unique. So I believe these to be from the 1940s before they started making all the plastic and the chalkware cake toppers. These are bisque. And the groom here, his whole tuxedo is made of cray paper. So I don't know if you'll be able to see the veining on it, but it is cray paper. So it is all teeny tiny, a little tuxedo that is made out of cray paper and glued to the bisque frozen charlotte. So there's your groom in really good condition, and the arms do move just a little bit. So, and each one of these are about 3 inches tall. So then you have the bride, and she has some crinoline that they made her dress out of, and then they gave her this little flower up top. On the back here, if I can get it to focus, you will see that it is stamped made in Japan. So it is made in Japan back there. So now it gets even better. So these you can find from time to time. They're about 3 inches tall. So there's your bride and groom. I have the original made of tissue paper, the original topper that they would stand on. So if you guys saw my reel, they do stand there. I don't want to drop them and have them break. They have this sort of adhesive here to the bottom. So that will be on it, and it sort of helps, them stand there and stay there. So it is cardboard. This is metal. This is all cray paper, including the bell. And then these flowers are made out of cray paper as well. And they aren't attached, which you see they fell. That alone blows my mind that that's made out of cray paper.
That's so cool.
So you're going to get that. And the darkening on it, I think, is some of the original glue on it, because I think it used to be glued there. So that comes with it. Then they have this little pom-pom made out of tinsel. The bell, everything is tissue paper. And then this is made out of cardboard. And then I'll show you the underside. So that comes with it as well. That's the part that you don't always see. And in my reel, there was a bend in it. I slowly bent it back. And let me tell you, when that is steel, that's not just a piece of wire. That is really, really thick steel holding that together. So this measures alone 7 inches tall by 4.5 inches across. So you get that. And then I'll hold up one of them so you can imagine how they look on it. So they sit on it like that. Now it gets even better. So the person at the estate company kind of wrote on the box, they wrote vintage cake topper, but the bride and groom, after their wedding, they took their original Hallmark box and had their humorous wedding cards in and put this in it. So they stored it in a vintage Hallmark box. And I don't think all of the tissue is original, but some of it is. And this will be coming along with it. So for all those years, probably 60 plus years, that cake topper stayed. And it says actually right here on the top, it says 1937, 25th wedding anniversary cake decoration. Okay, so in 37, they used this cake topper as their 25th anniversary. So the cake topper is from 1937. I didn't see that until right now. So you get the box that it came in. Hello, Ariana. I love these too. I'll show you one more time, the stand, and then you get the little tissue paper flowers. Amy, could you make those?
I mean, they would be difficult, but I would be up to the challenge. But I'm just like amazed that all of the paper in this,
I know,
this is not completely just crushed.
I know. So I just want to show.
So cool.
I just want to show one more time. You can see that is foil. So that is foil. So that I'll show you the dolls one more time. And these alone, I think, are a great little buy if you didn't have everything else. There's your little groom with the crepe paper. That's a whole crepe paper tuxedo. And then there she is. So, yes, I know, Leslie, 85 years old. Ariana, thank you. I see you're 32. And you're going to get the whole kit and caboodle, including the box that it was stored in since 1937. Wow. So let's do a countdown. We're looking for 33 or more, and we are doing just in case. So let's count it down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. These are marked that they're made in Japan. They're the bisque little penny dolls or the frozen Charlottes. No paint wear, no damage. I just love these. We do collect bride and groom things. This one, me and Tina had to have a heart-to-heart to see if we were keeping it or getting rid of it. So Karen's in with a 36. Thank you so much. Glowy Girl had a just in case of 77, but Kim Tucker came in with a just in case of 87. So for $78, Kim, congratulations. It's coming to you and the story. I think it's a great piece. Thank you guys so much.
So Jason, I'm going to start this at $45. And yes, if you weren't over on Instagram and saw Ariana's latest post, her living room has been transformed into a doctor's office. So that's fun to go over and take a look and see what's going on over there. So I have, I think, something really cool. And this is about the extent of what I know about it. It has a blue and white Japan sticker on it. And that's all I know. Other than it's awesome. It's cute, and it's in amazing condition. I found this ceramic kitten string holder with the biggest mouth I have ever. Could even be a yarn holder. You could probably put some rope in this thing because the mouth is so big on this one. Usually the mouths on these string holders are just tiny little circles, but this one is nice and big. And again, I don't know the manufacturer. I was not able to locate it. Maybe Amy will talk a little bit about it, but just look at this gorgeous paint job, the eyes, no chips or cracks anywhere. It also, like a lot of them, one of the parts of the bow does act as a scissor holder. So that is there as well. And it's a good size too. I would say it's a little bit bigger than most that I've had. And I've had a few of these in my day. It's 5 inches tall, 4 inches across. And again, in remarkable condition. There are 2 areas for hanging here. Would obviously probably want to put a ribbon there so you weren't putting nails directly on the ceramic. But as you can see, the inside is in great condition too.
Bill, do you want me to talk about
because
my theory here? Okay, so Bill did consult the Kitsch hotline on this one. And what I told him was that I've only seen one picture of this in the last 10 years. One. Wow. And that one, they didn't know the manufacturer for it either. Now, my suspicions, based on my knowledge of mid-century ceramics, my suspicions on it are that it is ESD, which is the Canadian distributor for Lefton, and probably why there's not a lot of them in the U.S. or they don't come up very often. That is my suspicion with it. My other kind of leaning toward maybe was Tilso because they did do quite a few specifically string holder pieces, but I do think it's ESD Lefton.
Bill,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, did you find this up in New York or did you find it in Jersey or?
Yeah, I found this in about halfway between New Jersey and Canada in New York.
Okay, well then that would make sense because a lot of those ceramics came over there. Yeah.
Yeah, we do get a lot of ESD in our area.
We don't throw around that rare word very often, but I do believe that is on the rarer side for sure.
Yeah. And I just love it. It definitely has a different look than so many of the other string holders, even some of the more popular ones. I mean, these eyes are huge. They have that really interesting detail in it. Anyway, it's just really, really fun. Little side-eye look, pink bow with the black dots definitely gives us an idea of the time. And again, there is a space for a small scissor here. The scissors were not present with it when I found it. All right, thank you all for your interest. I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. So if you are an active bidder and you're really interested, feel free to exercise your just in case option. 15. I love the way it looks on top of my body. 15,
oh, that's so cool.
14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Meow meow.
Yeah, you can see me through the mouth hole. It's just so large.
That's so cute, Bill.
It's good. I gasped when I saw your reel go up last night.
Yeah, I gasped when I saw it in the store. You know how when you see something and you can't like grab it quick enough, like you almost trip over yourself to get it. And they had no idea. They were just like, oh, I'm like, no, this is good. All right. So thank you all for your bids. I see Vanessa in with a JIC of 25. Gloria had a JIC of 25. Wanda had one of 77 before the bid end. And all of the other bids I see after the bid end. Let me just check my other device to make sure that's correct. Is that what you're all seeing too?
Yes.
Yep.
So
80,
Wanda,
82, and just in case after.
Wanda wins at $76. Thank you so much and congratulations.
Congrats, Wanda.
This is a nail biter tonight, guys. It's all coming down to the last couple moments.
So the lag is definitely coming into play this evening.
Yes.
So yes. All right. $30, Jason.
You got it.
Okay. So you guys know when I bring the chain ceramics, I like to show them early to get them out of the way because they're challenging to show. All right. So up next for your consideration is a spaghetti chained deer family. These are deer. They're not cats or poodles like we're used to seeing in the spaghetti. And I will say that this particular set doesn't come around super often. And I have done some work on this piece, not painting work, but I have rechained them. They were unchained, unchained melody when I found them. So I have given their chain back to them so the babies can stay with the mama. And originally she would have come with a little ceramic parasol. And I have just stuck in some little flocked millinery flowers for her to hold in her hand instead. There are no chips on these. There's no crazing. There's no repairs, no funkiness with them, but they are covered in that white spaghetti that we're used to seeing with kind of the gold speckling on top of the spaghetti. And Mama's got two babies hanging out with her tonight. They haven't quite graduated to go off to Deer College yet. So they're still hanging out with Mom. And I love that she has on a fancy little bonnet with applied flowers there on her hat. Her bow is blue. They're in really, really lovely condition. That's pretty much all I can say about them. They are made by Lipper and Man, in case you're wondering. They did do some other kind of spaghetti stylized critters, chained families in the same kind of styling as well. But no damage to these guys, which is kind of unusual. Usually there's something wrong with these chain families, especially around the neck or the little legs or the ears or something like that. But there's nothing wrong with these guys. And I just thought, of course I have a plethora of these little flocked millinery flowers. So I thought that she needed a little bouquet. That's what she needed to hang on to.
Did our chat freeze again?
Huh? I don't think so.
Nope. I saw Karen Gillette just post something. Nope.
Yeah,
no,
Karen just posted stuff in the chat. So no, we're not frozen. I just think the lag is bad.
Yeah.
So measurement for Mama. Mama is 5 3/4 by 4, and her two babies are about 3 inches tall to the top of their ears. Very kitschy, cute, great for summertime. I think that they're pretty fabulous. But unless our lag is really, really bad, I'm not seeing any interest, and that's all right. I will bring these guys back at the recap. I'm going to set them down.
Amy always outdoes us with her display stand.
She does.
It's just a picture frame with felt in it.
I know, but that's a lot of work.
All right. We'll see how things go here. My next item is going to start at $20. If anybody's interested, I'm calling this a twofer. So it's a twofer. So it's in really good condition. It is the Acme, the little pixie, the little bug, little guy planter. Now he is in black. He is dressed in black. This is the matte finish. So it's more of the matte finish. It has the flower, no damage, really, really clean on the inside, Bill. I'm afraid to say I don't think anyone ever used this as a planter. But it is now, guys, is he the grasshopper? I feel like he's a pixie grasshopper. Or do they just still call them like a pixie bug fella?
Pixie bug is usually what I call
pixie
them.
Bug. All right, so he's starting at $20. So again, super clean. He is in the log. Now, what I'm saying makes this a twofer is he still has his original Woolworth's price tag. So if you guys are looking for a piece of nostalgia, imagine going into Woolworth and picking this up. I can't see how much it cost. I can vaguely see a 40, but I can clearly make out Woolworths. And if you guys don't know this, Woolworth actually originated here in Lancaster. So there's a good chance that this came from one of the original Woolworths in the area here. So $20, you know, if you guys are interested in starting yourself a little pixie collection, this would be a great one to start with. Let me give you the exact dimensions on him. He's about 3 3/4 inches tall, so just shy of 4 tall, and it is roughly about 4 inches across, about 4 inches across. Fish Mom, I see you in at 21. So what I love is yes, we do see these from time to time. This one is in really good, like new condition, but I'll show you again. It has the original Woolworths price tag on it, which I'm so happy the person didn't take that off. So again, and of course that is the insignia for the Acme company right there. It is embossed there on the bottom. And again, I'll get in close and it does say Woolworths right there. How much they paid, I don't know. So
and Jason, in this sculpt with the pixie squatting like this, the black coat is less common.
Okay. All right, Bill. Thank you. I didn't know that. And like Bill said, we didn't consult each other before the sale. So full Tina found it. Tina is the one that found it. So I got to give Tina credit. She's the one that found it. So, and she also found the bluebird that's coming tonight. But Jason found the other things that are coming tonight. So Leslie's in at 23. Thank you guys so much. We still have some more rounds. So we're going to do a countdown just in case for active bidders. We're looking for 24 or more. So let's count it down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Really clean on the inside. No chips, no cracks. So new that they probably bought it and just popped it into a cupboard for years with the original Woolworths sticker on it, which I think is so neat. So neat. These I love. I'm gonna look back years on these sales we did, guys. I'm gonna regret selling some of this stuff, but it's okay. It's okay. So Fish Mom with your just in case at 26 and Leslie with a 23. Fish Mom, congratulations. It's coming to you for $24. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right, Jason, this is going to start at $22. And if you are a pottery lover like me, hold on to your seats because this piece is going to wow you. So my pottery company of the week is Hull. And I have just this amazing piece. I actually can't believe I'm selling it. Well, I can because I don't collect the blue. But it is the Woodland pattern, and it is the console bowl. And it is just gorgeous in this green base tone and the blue of the console bowl, and it is large. It is 14 inches from side to side, and I forget how tall it is. It's 6 inches tall. And this initially, like all the console bowls that Hull made, Hull, would have come with 2 candle holders too. And I don't know if anyone's ever seen the candle holders that came with this. They look like little round flowers. They're just the cutest little candle holders that would come with this. So the great thing about this particular Woodland line is that it came in a matte, which is beautiful, but it also came in the gloss finish. And this is the gloss. And it is just super. There are no cracks or no chips. It is an amazing condition. And I know some of you are probably like, Bill, you tell us this every time, but I just think it's really interesting to know that so many of these pottery companies, Hull included, knew that people wanted options when they were displaying. So the front of the Woodland pattern always has a bloom or two on it, but the back of it is always just a leaf, so that you had options to turn it if you didn't want a floral or if you did. It is in great condition. It does have the raised hull mark on the bottom, and it is W29 USA. W stands for Woodland. 29 stands for the number that it was in the series. So Hull made 30 different patterns in Woodland. This was the 29th one, and the candle holders were the 30th one. So there are bases, there are ewers, there are basins, there are planters, lots of different pieces for the Woodland pattern. And Woodland came out in, oh goodness, what year did it come out? 1949, I think. 1949 was Woodland. right before the 50s kind of took over.
It's amazing, Bill. And it's amazing. I never knew any of that those code numbers on the bottom represent so much.
Hull was when Hull was doing things in the 40s, they were really trying to keep track of all their molds because it was so popular. You know, these were bought out of catalogs. So, and if anyone's ever seen the catalog pages, they're gorgeous to look at. They had so many molds for each of the designs that it's the only way for them to keep track of them. So it always is preceded by a letter. In this case, W stands for Woodland, and then a number, and that's the number. Usually it always starts at 1, and sometimes they go up to the 50s. Some of the lines had a lot. This line went up to 30. So thank you, Noel, for your bid. We're looking for 23 or more right now for this beautiful, beautiful console bowl or planter, or I said it last week, breadstick holder, you know, whatever you want to use it for. So I'm going to go ahead and start that countdown. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. I forgot to point out that other interesting detail on the base. So it's all leaves on the front where the flowers are. And just to give it a little bit of variation, on the back, there are some berries. It's just really, really fun.
Bill, don't you mean that's a bougie gravy boat? Isn't that what that is?
Or again, nacho cheese.
Okay. All right.
Live your life.
This is yours. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh. Could you imagine eating your nachos out of something like that?
I mean, I can picture the breadstick, like a whole breadstick bouquet. That would be epic. Okay. My next round's going to start at $16, Jason.
All right, Amy.
You guys, I have been bringing a book, at least one book, I think every week. And definitely, by far, my very favorite children's book illustrator is Ruthie Newton. And I haven't had this book in a long time. I think maybe I had it last year. I can't remember, but it's been a while. And the pictures in this one, the baby animals are so cute. So actually, this book was kind of what I based all of my items in the sale tonight around. And I love the back. What's cuter than a basket full of puppies? I mean,
a basket full of cats, Amy.
I mean, yes, a basket full of cats is pretty cute too. But there's whole bunches of little, look at the little roly-poly bears getting into the honey bucket. And then the little brown calf. So this does date to 1945. So that is the publishing date on here. Okay. And let me keep, it is that linen-like material. So the paper has kind of a cross-hatch texture to it. I love how they put all of the animals inside the little letters. Like that's just a little extra detail that they didn't have to do, but they did. I love the little birds fighting over the worm in the beet field. This makes me think of Bill. So cute. And then we've got the little ducklings. 2 naughty puppies are chewing that poor doll to pieces. Yes, I can familiarize myself with that one. And then we've got the 2 little kittens who were very, very naughty. Apparently. And look at the little lions.
Oh, God.
What are they? I love them. I love the illustrations in this book. I really do. The little mouse family is having, we can relate to cheese and crackers, for sure. And then we've got little bunnies and their carrots. And then on the back is this cute little illustration that I love this illustration, especially for the fall, because of the colorful leaves in here and the little squirrel babies. So cute. Condition is pretty good. There's a tiny little bit of bending here at the corner. Binding is pretty good on it. I don't see any separation of pages or anything like that. Really lovely shape. So measurement for this is 9.5 by 13. And again, it is that linen-like crosshatch textured paper. 1945. All right. So I see Glowy Girl is in 18. Thank you so much. And Matthew, I saw you're 16 as well. So we're looking for 19 or more. We're going to count this down. All right. And sneak peek of my next round. Ooh, that kind of matches. Okay. All right. We're going to count this down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Amy, I say it every week and I mean it. You find the best books. The best.
I try my hardest to find really good ones. All right, MJ, I see you're 19. Thank you so much. I see Glowy Girls put in a just in case of 27 right before the bid end. So Glowy Girl, this is coming to you for 20. Congratulations, Carol. Thank you so much.
Gang, thank you all for sticking with us here tonight. I'm going to take a curve from Kitsch and head into some glass. Karen, Gillette, thank you so much for being our mod and bid ender tonight. So my next round is going to be choice, starting at $14. I figure this could be an instant collection for somebody, or maybe you need one of these to add to your collection. So for your consideration, they're going to be $14 each. This is your first choice made by Fenton. All 3 pieces are prior to 1971. They don't have any stamps on them. So, and you'll also see the difference here as this line was made. Sometimes the blues are just slightly off a little bit. But these are the turquoise blue and the opalescent hobnail. And I love the smaller ones. So this is choice on the smaller ones. The little horn here measures about 3 3/4 inches tall. As you can see, there's no chips, there's no cracks. These look really good in everything from mid-century to maybe if you decorate 1920s, 1930s. They even look good in some modern decor. So no chips, no cracks, really super clean. There's no haziness to it. I don't think anybody ever put any water in there. So, and if you guys have only small areas to decorate with, these are great to use as well. So here's your fan vase. The blues are very similar on these two. So they're very similar. I think they're both from exactly, around the same time, probably 1950s. This pattern was really, really popular in this hobnail and in this color. Again, they are not stamped Fenton on the bottom, so they would have probably had paper labels, and they're pre-1971. So that's your second choice, the fan vase, and the fan vase measures about 4 inches tall. So just about 4 inches tall. So this one's a little harder to find in the turquoise and the hobnail. The fan vase is just a little harder. Then I have the little round bud vase, and you can see there's a little difference in the blue. So you can see this one's a little denser. Hi, Cindy. Welcome, Cindy. How are you? This one is a little denser in the color. This one has the lace top. They did come in a couple different round tops, a smoother top, a round top. And then they also did use these as their little perfume bottles. But this is their little bud vase. So if anyone's interested, there's no damage at all to the hobnails on this at all. I'll just rub my hand around it again to make sure. This one measures about 3.5 inches tall. So about 3.5 inches tall. I'll show them to you again. If nobody's interested, that's okay. $14 choice on either the turquoise opalescent hobnail bud vase. Let me get my fingers out of the way so you guys can see. Really clean on the inside. I don't think it's ever been used before. No haze, no issues. And then we have the fan vase. Again, you can see the great turquoise. These are great to use in a non-traditional Christmas. Of course, these are great all year round. Thank you, Lisa. I see you're 14. So again, it's going to be choice on the fan. And then these I've always known as, they've always called these the horn vases. And these do come in different sizes. So you could have found them in a larger and a medium. I think this came, if you count this, I think this came in three or four different sizes. So Bill, do you know how many sizes the horn vase?
No, I have seen at least 4.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think there is 4. So, and then that's choice on them. So we're going to do a countdown. Lisa's in at 14. We're looking for 15 or more. We are doing just in case for active bidders. And top bidder can take a variation, all of them, or just one. So let's count it down. 15 or more from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Like I said, it could be an instant collection if you guys just needed 1 or 2. These small ones are great in your glass display. That gives your display some height. These would be great in the front. All right, there's the bid end. So you went unopposed, Lisa. So let me know which one or ones you want. This one will be horn if you're interested in that one. And then this one will be fan. Fan, if you can put those in the chat. And then this one will be bud.
All 3.
All right. Thank you so much. We'll get you going, Bill. Congrats, Lisa.
Yeah, congrats, Lisa. Those are lovely. $10, Jason, and it's for the whole set.
Right.
If anyone decides to bid on these, you will get all three. I have three of the Classics Illustrated Junior magazines from the first run that they did. So they're from 1953 and 1954. So Little Red Riding Hood is the one from 1954. And as you can see, they are in spectacular condition. If anyone decides to bid on them, I will board them and bag them before I send them. As they are essentially large comic books. I have lots of bags and boards because we have a lot of comic books. And as I said, they're in great condition. No little child has taken a crayon and written all over them. However, each one of them does have a dot to dot, either in the front of the inside cover or the back cover. That's the only thing that a child has done in these books over time is fill out the dot to dot. And good for them. Those are good learning activities. But really great illustrations. And this is right around the time where we started seeing a lot of everyday sort of color illustrations coming out. These were 15 cents a piece when they came out, and they came out monthly. And you could get an entire year subscription for $1.80. So the first one, yeah, isn't that crazy? Which was probably like a lot of money. But so the first one is Little Red Riding Hood with such great images on the front and the back. The second one is Cinderella. Look at that pretty image on the front.
The graphics on these, Bill, are amazing.
Yeah, they're really good. And the condition is really good too. The condition is really good. I'll just show you one picture from the inside.
And so what year did you say? What year did you say these were from?
The first one was 1954. The next two are 1953. And not only is it 1953, but the last one I have is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It's number 501. It is the first one ever made in this series. In fact, on the inside cover, they say, we take great pleasure and pride in presenting the first issue of Classics Illustrated Junior. This is the beginning of a new and delightful series of colorful publications, especially designed for the younger folks. So Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I mean, it's also really interesting if you look at the image of Snow White here. That is not the Disney image of Snow White or the Disney image of the dwarves, right? Then if you look at Cinderella, there's a big difference here with Cinderella, which I think is interesting, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then the wolf's not so menacing here. And Little Red Riding Hood looks a little younger than I think the other versions of Little Red Riding Hood. Anyway, I just think that they're really interesting. And I was lucky enough to score a whole bunch of these. And I think these three fit very well together because they are really classic stories. And they all do include other elements in them, not just the main story. There are other stories in them and other activities. So thank you all for your bid. And again, this is not for choice. This is for the whole lot. You would get all three. So I'm going to start that countdown from 15. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
These would look so good framed on a gallery wall or in a child's room.
That's what attracted me to them, really. Just the displayability of them.
For the Napco storybook series.
Ooh, yes.
Really cool. Yeah, right. Looking at them right now, the planters. Okay, so thank you, Karen, for your bid end. I see MJ Bear in with a 15. Noelle came in with a just in case of 34. So Noelle, this set of awesome illustrated comics is yours for $16. Thank you. Thank you all for your bids.
All right, Amy.
Awesome. Okay, 28, Jason. 28. I gave you guys a sneak peek of this already, but here is a handmade piece by me this evening. And of course, the Ruthie Newton cover was my inspiration for putting this together with the colors and everything. So first off, we've got, well, we'll start with the bottom. So we've got a vintage spool of ribbon. I love the tie-on. I love the graphics on these old spools of ribbon. This was new old stock, so the plastic covering just came right off of it. So it had not been used. And it is that bright magenta pink satin ribbon there. And then perched in the center or crouched down is an adorable flocked Joseph Originals little black and white puppy. And this is flocked ceramic. And I love the flocked Joseph Originals. They are some of my favorite things for sure. And I love to give them a new life and give them a new home, a new appreciation for them. And I have put on a vintage little pink watering can, filled it with some kitsch-tastic plastic flowers. We've got a flocked little millinery flower and a teeny tiny little bee friend. I have added the magenta ribbon to the puppy there. And the faces on these, I just can't. And puppy has got the tail in the air like she just doesn't care. It is signed by me on the back side. Measurement for this piece, it does measure 4x4. 4x4 is the sizing there. I am getting out my fall and Halloween bins. So squirrels and pumpkins and witches are coming. I can't wait. All right. So right now I see Carol Glowy Girl is in at 28. Thank you so much. We're looking for 29 or more. I am going to count these down. We still have a few more rounds to get to tonight. So let's count this pup down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
Amy, did you add the blush to the puppy, or was that original?
I did. Yes, I did. She need a little cheek going on.
She's so cute.
All right. I have not seen the bid end come in. There it is. All right. So Brenda, I see you're 29, but Robin came in with a 35 bid. So Robin, this is coming to you for 35. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right, gang. My next round is going to be choice at $12. And I know the community loves some minis. So I have some older ones. I think these are probably from the 1930s. So there's two sets. So the first set, this one is actually marked Germany. So she has stamped Germany on the back. Now, I believe that she has a neck repair. I believe you can see there's some darkening there around her neck. I think that she was broke and that she was repaired. But I think it's a good repair. And then you can also almost see, I want to see if I can make sure that I show, it's going to be really, really close, you guys. She is embossed Germany right here on the bottom. So she is embossed Germany. Paint's in really good condition. So you have the cute little girl in her little Sunday dress, I think, or her little white dress with the blue collar. And I can't figure out what she has in her hands. I don't know if she has a watering can or not. So she is about 1 3/4 inches. So then you're going to get the little bunny friends that come with her. So the bunnies are in very good condition, just some paint wear. So she has two little bunny friends. One, I feel like these are ones that are kind of like maybe down at the beach, you know, kind of hanging out in a sand bill, you know, like dipping your toes in the ocean. So he's got his little beach ball. He doesn't even move. He doesn't even make his facial expression doesn't even change. So comes with the little bunny. So you guys can see, let me hold him like that. So there's your comparison. He is a little taller with the ears. So could be damage to the neck on the girl, but the bunnies are both in good condition. And then you have this little bunny that comes in there. This is your first set. So then you have the other little bunny playing with the little sailboat. So and this one's just a little bit smaller. So that is your first set. That one is marked Germany. Now I got them from the same estate, and this one feels the same. And in the research I did find people calling this girl German as well, but she's not stamped Germany. Now, I believe I've rubbed my finger a couple times. I believe she might have a little nip right there on the top of her cap here, maybe on the top of her hood. Maybe you guys can see it's a little rough, so please note that. But she is this cute little girl in her little dress with her little feet. Thank you, Harry. I see you in at 13. She is about 1.5 inches tall. So she's about 1.5 inches tall. So you're going to get her. Let me get in close on her so you guys can see how dainty she is, this cute little blonde. So you get her. These could have even been cake toppers from back in the day. Then you're going to get you're going to get 3 of her little birdie friends. So you're going to get the little chick. So the little chick's going to come with it, just minor paint wear. And then you're going to get what I think is the other chick, but he's got a little top hat on. So he's got a little top hat. He's coming along with the second set. And then you're going to get the little ducky here. And the little ducky has a little purple bib or a little cape on in purple. So that's your second set. Glowy, thank you. I see you at 16. So let me stand them up again so you guys know what you're getting and bidding on. That is your second set. Right there, the cute little girl. Now, she's not stamped Germany, but I've seen people say that she was German. I think there's a nip to her little top. And then I think the head on this one's been replaced. But I do believe these are both sets from the 1930s. So let's go ahead and do a countdown. Debbie's in at 20. We're looking for 21 or more. We'll be on choice and just in case for active bidders. So I'll hold both girls up. Let's count it down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I just think these are so whimsical, so cute. They would look great with your other bisque figurines on your little miniature shelf. They'd look good with some Ruthie Newton books. I think they just have a great look to them. Very 1930s. Thank you, Harry. I see you're just in case of 23. Got in there right before the bid end. So, Debbie, you had a top bid of 20. Harry had a just in case of 23. So, 21, Harry, this will be set number 2. So, let me know if you want set number 2 or set number 1. And you can take 1 or 2, whatever you want. So, this one is number 1, Harry, and then this one is number 2. And then, Debbie, you'll have backup if there's any that are remaining. I think these are just.
Did you see Shabby Wonder's comment?
Yeah, that's interesting information.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Yep. No, and that is some of the research that I was coming up with. And again, I don't want to say it, but I'm pretty certain this one is German. So the one with the bunnies. All right, Harry. So you're getting that set right there. Thank you so much. And then it looks like Debbie, you're in next. You could have the second set, Debbie, if you're interested at 20. And then I think we're back to Glowy Girl at 16. So, Debbie, let me know if you're interested in this one for 20. And then we will move on to Glowy Girl. And then we'll be back with Kim. So I can watch the comments, but we'll wait one moment, see if Debbie wants this one. Debbie, let me know. All right, Debbie, they're yours. Congratulations, guys. Thank you so much. All right, Bill.
$14, Jason, in my never-ending quest to bring pottery companies I haven't brought before. I have another planter today. And while I've already satisfied my agreement by bringing the winking kitties, I did bring a deer today. Although there is a bit of debate about this piece on whether or not it's actually a really large dog. But I'm seeing deer. So this is from a lesser-known pottery company from Illinois. Actually, several pottery companies. This is called Morton Pottery. And there's even debate over whether or not what this is. But this is from a town called Morton, Illinois, where there were several small pottery companies from the late 1800s up until about the 1970s that made a lot of very figural, a lot of deco, and a lot of whimsical sort of pottery pieces, a lot of vases, a lot of planters. One of the reasons why most people believe this is a Morton pottery piece is because Morton was one of the first pottery companies to fully glaze the inside and have a completely unglazed base with no markings on it. And again, Morton was not a company in itself. There were lots of companies in Morton, Rip Brothers and America Art Pottery. And anyway, it's just a gorgeous little planter in pink and this really sort of sunshiny yellow color with these deco sort of designs on it. Yeah, isn't it great? It comes in one other colorway, but the pink one is the one that is that everybody is sort of collecting. So it is 5 inches tall and 4 inches at its widest. And it's, yeah, I love the color less too. It's really, really pretty. The design obviously is only on the front, and there are these beautiful cut throughs here where the neck and the tail are, and it's in amazing condition. I don't see any chips, cracks, actually a little bit of crazing, but it's that really pretty small crazing that makes things that are this old look really lovely. And As you can see from the size, yeah, it is a different sort of piece. But the color is just everything. What's that, Jason?
I see this is amazing. I've never seen this planter before, and I've seen a lot of planters come through my shop, but never anything like this.
You know, I don't want to say I have a beautiful mystery 2 weeks in a row, but there's a lot. What's really interesting about this planter is how much debate there is about it. It's the only one of its style in 2 colorways. A lot of people attribute it, no, I shouldn't say a lot. Some people attribute it to hull. It is definitely not a hull piece. So Morton is everyone's best guess because Morton just kind of cranked the stuff out in the 30s and the 40s and didn't really care about attributing the piece to their company. They just wanted to sort of sell them. So there are catalogs, but they're paper catalogs, not, you know, no one's done a book on Morton. So anyway, it's just really interesting. In a pottery company, we don't see all that often. From an area of the country where a lot of pottery comes from.
Aren't the like tree stump with like just the plain color animals in the front, aren't those Morton pottery?
Yeah, so Morton did a lot of sort of this idea. There's something in the background and an animal in front of it. And they actually did, I don't know if anyone's familiar with the McCoy stretched animals, but Morton is the one who did them first. And you sort of see it here. The McCoy ones are a little bit more blocky in the stretching, but these were definitely, I mean, these are all those beautiful lines from the 30s and the 40s, right? Just such a pretty piece. And, you know, you don't need to be a pottery collector. You don't need to be a planter collector for this to sit really nicely somewhere in your home because it is just so beautiful in coloring and in lines. So thank you all for your interest in it. I'm going to go ahead and start that countdown. Yeah, the glaze is great, Gavin. I agree. Really, really good job. And again, that's the area of the country that had all the good minerals to make all of these pieces, all these ceramics and all the beautiful glazes. So again, that's how good it is. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
I mean, this would fit so many modern day decors too. It even has like a Southwest kind of feel if you really look at it.
Yeah, I mean, it is just really an amazing piece. And, you know, to not have other variations of something, it's just really nice to see it. So thank you all for your bids. Brenda had a 17. Les came in with a just in case of 25. Vicky's 25 came in after the bid end. So Les, this is yours for $18. Thank you. And thank you to everyone who put a bid on that.
Congratulations. All right. $18, Jason.
You got it.
All right. So I'm bringing this gal because believe it or not, we're almost to August. So I have a Napco August angel up next. And there's not a darn thing wrong with her. There's no chips. There's no crazing. There's no repairs. There's not a thing wrong with her. She's probably the most amazing condition Napco angel I've probably ever had in my hands. I can't believe that. And no nicks to the spaghetti. Nothing is wrong with her at all. And there's not even any paint scratching on the gold on her halo. She's amazing, amazing shape. The Napco series, and I have talked about this before, but I will mention it again in case you haven't heard it before. Napco did several different series of these particular month angels in boys and girls. And on the bottom here, she does have her Napco foil sticker, but you can see there is letter A and then a number following it. So they did an A series, a B series, and a C series of these month angels. So if you're wanting to either start a collection or you want to try and collect the same angels from the same series, some of the other series, like it might be holding something a little differently. The height might be a little bit different. So that's why you want to try and collect the ones from the same series. So they'll all be like the same size, or the themes for the boys and the girls will also coordinate with each other. So
the most important difference between the series, though, is one of the series has a little shoe poking out at the bottom of the dress.
Yes, it does, Bill. I was waiting for you because I know you love that shoe. She does not have a little peekaboo shoe going on here at the bottom. Her shoes are underneath her lovely dress. But right now I see Vanessa is at 30. I do want to give you a measurement real quick in case you'd like to know that. She does measure 3 by 4.5, 4.5 inches tall by 3. But she's just amazing condition. All right, so I'm going to count her down. We are looking for 31 or more. If you are actively bidding, you're welcome to put in those just in case bids during the countdown. All right, we're looking for 31 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Wonder what she has in her picnic basket, Amy.
August. Not sure. She probably
Amber
has, a lovely pie to share with her friends at the picnic.
Did you say deviled eggs, Bill? Is that what you said?
No, I said amber glass.
Oh, yes, amber glass.
Oh, for August.
Yeah,
maybe so.
it is the.
She probably has a small piece of amber glass in there. I'm not sure a very big piece would fit in that basket. All right. There is the bid end from Karen. Thank you again, Karen. So Vanessa had a 30, but Nikki Moss came in with a just in case of 57. So for 31, Nikki, she's coming to you. And quick reminder, you guys, if you weren't here at the beginning when we were going over how the sale was going to work, Bill did mention that we are all going to be invoicing tomorrow. Bill might even invoice tonight, but we have to have payment as soon as you receive your invoice this week because we all need to ship on Wednesday. We need to ship everything out. And I think we'll talk about a little bit more in detail about that at the end of the sale today. So just a quick reminder about that. Make sure to email us with your information if you have not done so or you haven't purchased from us recently. Do make sure to send us an email with your information. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Amy. And Karen Gillette, thank you for being our mod and bid ender tonight. Please give her husband, Grady Gruppo Vintage Recordings, a follow. Karen, if you could drop his link in the chat, I'm hoping to get him to 600 here and then hopefully 1,000 by the end of the year. So going to bring something a little different tonight. I bought a collection of weather stations and there were some thermometers, some temperature gauges in there. So $24 choice. They're both, one I think is from probably the 40s and this one I think is from the 1930s. So this company was known for depicting, they used to make, now this one is tin, the top is tin, and then the base is like a pot metal. Now you can see there is some wear to it, but the details on this company, they were one of the first ones to make figural thermometers. So this one is what I think is depicting a lamppost. They made little, they made more triangular lampposts. They made, I think they made one that kind of looked like a bird cage. They made one that looked like a lighthouse. They made a whole bunch of them, but this is your first choice. You can see the felt on the bottom is a little worn. This one I think is 1930s. It has a good weight to it. This is plastic though. That is plastic. They are keeping good temperature. So it is just about 70 degrees downstairs in my house. So the temperature seems to be working. When they were in the car, when I brought them home, it did go up into the 90s on it, has come down. So I have to believe that the gauges are pretty accurate. You can see there is a little scratch mark right there. It looked better when I had it coming around the other side right there. You can see there's a little scratch in the lens, but other than that, and a little bit of the paint wear, but I think that gives it a patina. It's in very good condition, and it has that older font on it that I think we all kind of love, that 1930s, 1920s kind of font on it. So that is your first choice, and this is the company, and I hope I say it right. It's Rempel. It's Rempel. It's R-E-N-I-L. So I think you pronounce it Rempel, and it is stamped right here, except, of course, that bar is in between, so it's hard to see. But it is made in the USA in good old Brooklyn, New York. So, and you can see how they even have it like bolted there. So that's your first choice. Your second choice, I'm believing that this is more 1940s. This is, the whole casing is in plastic. So the whole casing is plastic. It has that kind of coming right out of the war kind of feel. Not so deco, yet not getting into the crazy 50s. This one's keeping good temperature as well. So the housing in this is plastic. There is a screw that's missing, but it is a flathead screw. Could not find a manufacturer on this. The only thing it says on here, if we can get the glare off, made in the USA. And this rim, I believe, is tin. And then that, I believe, is glass. So it's odd how they made this. This could have even been like during the war when they put it out, when they weren't making things in metal. So that was when plastic started to come on the scene as we were coming out of World War II. So there's a good chance that this is that middle 40s, and they still would have put a glass, glass front on here, and then this would have been in tin, but the rest of it would have been in plastic. So very neat, especially has like a radio kind of feel to it. This one, again, I don't know the manufacturer, but this one measures about 9.5 inches tall by 5.5 inches wide. And then this one here, just want to make sure. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's scrap that. The measurements on this, it is 5.5 inches tall by 5.5 across. This one is 7.5. So that'll give you some comparison for size. So we still got less in at 24. No one else is interested. We're going to go ahead and do a countdown. If anyone's interested, go ahead and throw that bid in. And if you want to use just in case, you have to be an active bidder. So 25 or more, choice on the working thermometers. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thought this one would look neat in like a Christmas display if you had carolers around it. This one's going to look great to break up some of your glass and your porcelain. If you have a Mad Men kind of feel of a room, I thought this would look good. Even if you did Art Deco, that would fit in there. Okay, gang, so there's the bid end. Les, I'm so sorry. Your 50 came in right after the bid end. So, Harry, you get choice at 25. This one we'll just call number 2, and then this one we'll call number 1. So just let me know, Harry, if you want number 1 or number 2, and then Les, you'll have backup if there's any remaining. So, Harry, just let me know if you want this one. This one is number 1. This one is number 2, and you can definitely take both. And again, if you didn't hear me, they do seem to be holding as accurate as these thermometers can be for their work. All right, Harry, they're both yours. Thank you so much. Congratulations, guys. And if you guys liked it, I can bring some of the weather stations and bring some more in future sales. All right, Bill.
So, Jason, I'm tracking Grady Gruppo, and right now Gavin is only 4 away from 600.
Oh, guys, we can do it. We can do it, guys. Just 4 more. Let's get him to 600 while we're live tonight. Thank you, Bill.
I think we need the link just dropped one more time now that we're sort of so close.
Please.
It's so exciting when we're on a live and somebody in our community reaches a milestone. Mm-hmm. So if we could get him there, that would be fantastic. So, Jason, I'm going to start this at $20. If anyone is interested, I have another framed piece tonight. And it is this gorgeous Tree of Life artwork, which is actually made on papyrus. So I want to try not to get the glare, but look at the gorgeous birds in this tree. It's just so pretty. And note that it is pressed in between 2 plates of glass. That is actually how it's mounted.
That's so cool.
In between 2. So when it's hanging on a wall, it looks like it's floating. It's really, really amazing. So these first started gaining popularity in the 1960s. And they're usually imported either from North Africa or from the Middle East. I cannot make out the signature of the artist here, but it is there. And there's also some handwritten detail on the back. I believe this is centimeters, so that's the measurement, but I don't know what these words say. I don't read whatever language that is. It might be Arabic, but it's just so pretty, and it's a nice size too. If you're interested in something that has some sort of world character to it, but also has a lot of symbolic meaning, Tree of Life is found in lots of different belief systems. So it is just a really interesting piece to have. It's 11.5 inches tall, and it's 13 inches tall and 11.5 inches from side to side. And again, I was really attracted. Oh, very good. He just surpassed 600. Congratulations.
Ooh.
Congratulations, Gavin.
Awesome.
Good job. 603 now.
So it's a good condition. The matting is really good. It is held in by nails and then tape around the side. And I think the tape is there so that condensation doesn't get into the glass. And as you can see, the glass has a finish on it. And I think it's an anti-glare finish.
Are the birds painted, Bill?
They
Or
are.
are they drawn on there?
I believe they're drawn and then painted.
Okay.
I think it's ink and paint. So I think the birds are drawn and then painted. They're drawn in ink and then painted on the inside.
Bill, do you think the birds could be Egyptian?
Well, that's what this is. This is
okay.
No, I should actually say it's North African.
Okay.
It may be from Libya. It could be from a lot of different countries.
Gotcha.
They were made when in the 1950s and 60s, when a lot of filming happened in North Africa, there ended up being a lot of interest in North African art in the United States, which is when a lot of these imports started. The imports are still coming in today, but that's when and the Tree of Life was one of the most popular motifs that people liked back then. I think we can credit Casablanca and other, for introducing us to that area of the world, or introducing large numbers of Americans to that area of the world. Don't get me talking about Africa, guys. I'll go all day. That's where we're going to meet next, actually.
This is I'm not a good flyer, Bill. These are so mod and so good.
Yeah, they do look really good in a mid-century, I think in mid-century decor. But also if you're someone who, just really likes the world, sort of the world collector sort of vibe in your house, this is just a nice piece for that. And it's vintage, so it's just really nice. So right now we're looking for 21 or more. I'm going to go ahead and start that countdown. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I hope it's focusing for all of you as well as
it is.
Such good detail in that.
It's good, Bill. You can see it. Yep.
Yeah, it is really, really good. So Shannon, you didn't need your just in case. Thanks so much. This is yours for $20. Congratulations.
All right, Miss Amy.
All right, $16, Jason.
You got it.
All right. So I have another spaghetti friend up next, and this one is a poodle. And I rescued her. So originally she would have had applied flowers on the top of her head. They were all missing. So she had little divots in the top of her head, and I thought she still needs a flower crown. So I have applied some 1940s flocked Milmery flowers. I just got these not last weekend, the weekend before. And they are different shades of blue, and they have teeny tiny little metal beads in the center. So I thought that the centers of the flowers really pulled out the color of her eyes. And she needed glam over with her missing flower. So I had to rescue her. And you can see that she has a loop around her neck. Her babies have went off to Poodle College, so they are no longer with her. But she's in lovely shape. Besides her flowers that I did replace on her head, there's no other chips or crazing or anything else with her. She is made by G Novelty Company, Japan. She still does have her foil sticker there on the bottom. And I can say that they did make this particular poodle in pink and blue as well, besides the white. But I think she's just super sweet. She's stylized a little bit differently than like the Lefton spaghetti poodles that we typically see, or the Yukagco spaghetti poodles. I think she has she's not as snooty. I will say that. She definitely has a sweeter look on her face. I think she's just darling cute. And all the little gold that is applied to the texture of the spaghetti. And she doesn't have one of those really long tails that goes in the back, just a little poof on the back. Measurement for this gal, she's 6 inches tall by 3 inches wide. So that's the sizing there for her. Les, I see you're 16. Thank you so much. We're going to count her down. We still have, after this round, we still have 2 more to get to. So let's count her down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
I love that subtle lean. That's what I love about this sculpt.
Her
just that
head's a little
subtle
cocked
lean.
to the side. Yep.
I think those flowers are perfect on her. Perfect.
Thank you. She would have had like little pink rosettes applied to her head. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Les, this gal's coming to you. Thank you so much.
Alrighty, gang. My next item, before I tell you how much it's going to start at, I want to show you there is a condition issue. So the bottom of the flower here, I want to show you guys, this flower petal is nicked. But I have to say, I think of any of the flower petals to be nicked, that bottom one is probably the best one to be nicked because I still think it displays really well. And if I really want to nitpick this, right here on the tail, there's a little white speck that you can see right there. So the little white speck, but then the flower petal does have a situation down there on the bottom. So with the condition issues, we're just starting this at $28. And this is the gorgeous bluebirds made by Norcrest. It does have its Norcrest sticker there on the bottom, as you guys can see. We collect bluebirds. I know a lot of folks in the community do. This is probably one of my favorite sculpts outside of the one that has the longer branch with 3 of the birds on. So this measures about 4 3/4 inches tall by about 4.5 inches across. And this was one of Tina's finds this weekend. Glowy girl, thank you. I see you're 28. We're looking for 29 or more outside of that flower petal. Everything else is in very good condition. You can see the high glaze on these. The beaks are in really good condition. Just that one little speck of white. And these are so collectible and so good to just use all year round. They look great in your summer decor. Deborah, thank you. I see you're 30. They look great in your fall decor because they're sitting on the branch. And again, if you put a little pink bow around them at Christmas time, I think they would look so darling in your Christmas display. So look at those eyelashes. Isabel is in at 31, so we're looking for 32 or more. And again, these are the Norcrest bluebirds. Just remember, guys, there is a little nip to the flower petal. But other than that, these are in really, really good condition. The paint's really good. Sometimes Norcrest can get sloppy. But these are really good. And sometimes they did their finishes just a little bit different, but this is the high gloss version. So you can see the little black on the tail feathers right there. And just that one little, I just want to give them another look, see to make sure, yep. It's just that one little white speck right there. And I can tell it's coming in. So thank you guys for your interest. Chloe's in at 33. We have Isabel in at 35. Again, I'll give you the measurements, and then we're going to do a countdown on the Norcrest Bluebird. It measures just about 4 3/4 inches tall by 4.5 wide. So, and I don't know why we always show our faces, but there you can get the comparison. Let me get in close to get the glare off. I know we do. So I'll get in close to get that glare off, 36 or more, just in case for active bidders. So let's go from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're looking for 36 or more, or the bid end from Karen Gillette. Again, Karen, thank you so much for being our mod and bid ender. We appreciate you so much. And the cute little Norcrest birds. I love these. I love collecting them. I love finding them. Lisa Viscami is in at 40. You got Glowy Girl in with a just in case of 46. Isabel is in with a just in case of 57. And there's the bid end. So Isabel, for $47, congratulations. These little birdies are coming to you. Thank you so much. Congratulations. And thank you all for the bids.
So also thank you to everyone who helped propel Gavin to 611 subscribers.
Yes.
That's a really big deal for content creators, just so you all know, because it is exceedingly difficult to get subscribers on YouTube. So that's a big jump for him. So thank you everyone for doing that. So Jason, I'm going to start this at $22, and I have such a cute animal we have not seen yet tonight. I have this little critter. This is the Yukagco skunk, and still has all of its fur on its tail. So this is fur that's been applied. I do not know the origin of the fur. I will say that out here, but given when it was made, I think we could probably imagine. Also, a lot of the fur still remaining on top of the head, although it is a little bare. But what's wrong with a little bareness on the top of the head, right? So it's not that big of a deal. But look at this really cute face. The fur is just gorgeous too. If you can see, it is black fur with a white line down the center of it. Really nice. It has a beautiful Yukagco sticker right there on its booty. Really good condition. No chips or cracks. There is some beautiful crazing on it. I don't know if it'll show, but it is there. But so cute with the bow tie and everything. And if this isn't enough for you, they are coming with their little friend, the one that has Jason and my favorite hat on top, right?
Yep.
Also with a gorgeous furred tail and the big bow tie and the cute face with this little hat on top. Now, based on a little bit of glue residue here, I'm guessing a little bit of fur would have poked out of the hat as well. It's not there anymore, but it's adorable nonetheless. This one also has this beautiful Yukagco sticker. And it looks like at one point you could have grabbed this at a yard sale for 50 cents.
I'll take 10 dozen of them. 10 dozen of them, Bill.
These do not sell for 50 cents anymore. These are highly collectible online. And I actually didn't see any recently sell that where the pair was together. Now, the other interesting thing about this skunk sculpt is that there is a version, I think with this one, that has 2 chained babies with it.
I've
seen There's a blue bow tie one too, Bill.
Yeah. Aren't they great? With the little bow ties and this little cap.
I love their faces on these because sometimes a lot of the skunks have more of a squared off face. I love the round, very cartoon style, very PY kind of face that they went with. And those big bow ties, like this would look great if you did do you imagine putting these in your New Year's Eve display if you did one with the big bow ties, like you're going out to the big ball, the big party?
Yeah. To me, they look like they should be in a collection of anthropomorphic woodland creatures. Like these are the perfect ones to kind of put into a collection like that.
Agreed.
So fun. So they are 4 inches tall. So, they're a good size for a kitschy ceramic. So just because I want to pull a Jason. Although we all do this.
We all do that.
We do.
As you can see, they're nice, sturdy, big pieces.
They are.
They're really good. And I've seen these once before, and the fur on the tails was completely stripped off from them. So to have it present and also still be so soft and furry, it's really, really nice. Thank you, Lisa, for your bid. I'm going to go ahead and count it down. If anyone else is interested, now is the time to get in. These faces. Look at these faces. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I like how one has his mouth fully closed. The other one's a little bit open.
These are party skunks, Bill. They're just party guys.
Yeah, they're the ones that organize the party in the forest.
Yes.
So there is Karen's bid end. Thank you so much, Karen. So right before the bid end, Leslie came in with a bid of 23. Congratulations, Leslie. These are yours for $23. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy.
Okay, 18, Jason.
You got it.
These are not deer or puppies, but we have lambs. I love this planter so much. It's so cute. So we've got pink lammies and a pair of pink lammies. So I want to say right off the bat, there's no chips, there's no crazing, no repairs, anything like that. Very lovely shape. And it is a larger size planter. Comparing it to my head anyways, it is a larger size planter. So this is made by Fine 8 Quality Japan. And we do love a foil sticker there on the bottom. I have never come across this particular planter in person before. I've only seen it in other people's collections, but it is very, very cute, especially if you like lammies or stuff to do with little Bo Peep. Very cute to put in a display like that. So it is a nice large planter, a really big opening. So you could put a big plant in there if you really wanted to. It does measure here. It measures 6.5 inches tall by 5.5 inches wide. So it is a nice large one, multi-purpose. I use a lot of my vintage planters that I have in my collection to put my paintbrushes in. I have a lot of paintbrushes, and they're great for storing pretty much anything besides a plant, of course, Bill. You can do a lot of different things with the planters. But Deborah, I see you're 18. Thank you so much. We're looking for 19 or more. I'm going to count these guys down. We still have one more round to get to tonight. All right.
Perfect for Easter. These are so good for Easter.
Oh, these are lambs are cute any time of year, though, really. I love that they did the bows in blue on them too. All right, so let's count these guys down. We're looking for 19 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And they are getting a little washed out. They are much brighter pink in person than they are showing on camera. Very cute. I love their eyelashes.
And it's the round heads again. And I love when they did that. The round heads.
It's like the ceramic artists knew to sculpt the heads that way for us kitsch lovers in the future. All right. There's a bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. So Deborah was at 18. Shannon came in at 19. And Shannon put in a just in case of 21. And Deborah, your 24 did come in after the bid end. So Shannon, this is coming to you for 19. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right, guys, we're going to keep on trucking. My next item is going to be choice at $20. I've been bringing some of these 1920s mottos. I bought a collection, and I have two that I'm going to say it. These are hard to find. I have two perpetual calendars that are mottos. Okay, if you look that up on anything on the internet, you're not going to find very many. So I have two for you to choose from, and they are complete and they do function. So first of all, this is a motto that you don't find that often. It actually is made and it is part of a stand. So it does stand on its own. So I'll show you these graphics if I can get the glare off. It has these great, very like 20s, just starting into the deco kind of feel, the little boy and the little girl. You can see that he's giving her flowers, and then you have the dog and the cat. So this is your first choice. Thank you, Kim. I see you in at 20. You can see, look at the great details on the frame. The blue paint is in really good condition, as I can get that glare off. And then it is this gold on the bottom with some blue paint. So it's like blue speckled there at the bottom. So this one measures, let me get my measurements. This one measures 7 by 5, 7 by 5. So then it says on it, some say trouble's catching. Maybe that is true, but I'm not going to worry since joy's contagious too. Since joy's contagious too. So hopefully I didn't butcher that too much. So I moved it so it says January, and you can see here. So I'm going to slightly move this so you guys can start to see the calendar. You can slide that where you need it to be so that you could set it for the next month. So back here on the back, this is the part here that slides for the month calendar. Now this is the part that slides for the months, okay? I don't know if it had a little pop rivet or not, but I was using an eraser, and as long as you go clockwise on it, it spins. So if you see my reel, it had another month. I think it had April. I was able to spin it back to January. So I got it through at least 6 of the months, and I'm very convinced that it'll, work for all 12 months. So there's your first choice. Now your second choice is a little larger one. This one is a perpetual calendar as well. This one is complete. This one is kind of a trifecta. So it is the motto. The frame's in really good condition. All of the pink, if you want your 1920s paper to glow, all of the pink glows under black light. So and honestly, the pink kind of looked Halloweenish. So the way this one works is the back has these 2 little rivets. So you just put them down. I already had them in the down area down for you. You open it up and it has all the other calendar pieces inside of it. So you slide those out and then you slide them in how you want them for whatever month. And I figured since August is next, we might as well leave it up. And then you just slide it to however many days there is in the month. So this one is good to go for August with 31 days. So again, it is complete. It doesn't have a bracket to hang. So I don't know if this sat in something, but then again, everything is, I don't want to break anything. Just give me a moment here. If I can get that open, then you can see all the original sheets are there on the inside for all the other 11 months. So, And then when you're done, you just slide that back up, slide this right back up. And then I bent them back in a little bit just so it holds it a little more snug. So that's your second choice. Get the glare off of it so you guys can see. This one measures just about 9.5 by 5 3/4. So this one says a million joys. This world is filled, so full of joy, which little woes can near destroy. What if one sorrow comes my way? I'll smile at it and simply say, of one fair blessing, I'm benefited, but oh, I have a million left. So there you go. There's what that one says. And what I love is these mottos are very uplifting. So there's your million joys one. Again, all of that glows in the pink. And you can see, I think it almost has a very Nouveau kind of feel to it, yet it's very 1920s. And again, like I said, that glows. It is complete. So that was your second choice. We're still in with Kim at 20. And then here is the one that sits in the stand with the little boy and little girl. So if I didn't miss any.
I didn't even know these existed like this. I've never come across one of those.
I didn't either. I was going through the box of the mottos and I was like, wait a minute, what's this month on here? And then I started doing some research and I thought, oh my gosh, I got 2 of them. And again, if you guys look these up on like eBay or on Etsy, I think there's one on eBay right now. And then under completed, there hasn't been any for a very long time. So, and I can't imagine that a lot of these survived and a lot of them are complete. So we're looking for 21 or more. Let's go ahead and count it down. We are doing just in case for active bidders. So 21 or more, we'll go from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you so much, Mary. Again, I don't know if this was a East Coast. Of course, this is the older part of the country, but we are able to find these style of things a little more in this area of the country, and they were very collectible. Folks really collected these. So I think they're both neat. They're both different. They're both neat. There's the bid end. Kim, you came in after, but you didn't need it. So Kim, for $20, let me know if you want this one. We'll call this one number 1, and then we'll call this one number 2. So you went unopposed, Kim. So at $20 each, this one's number 2. That one is number 1, and I can watch the comments, and we'll get you going, Bill.
For $20, you take both. Those are awesome.
They're good. They're good.
Okay, I'm going to start this. So this is our last round, everyone. So we each have one more item, and then we have a recap. So we're almost there. She wants both.
Thank you so much, Kim.
I'm going to start this at $8, Jason. And I brought all pottery tonight, so I needed to bring some glass. And I have this beautiful glass apple, and it is a solid, beautiful, clear piece. I don't know how many of you watched my video a few months ago when I went to the glass store here in New Jersey. That is where the owners are going out of business, and I've been trying to help them out. But I went back recently, and they have a huge collection of glass paperweights and glass figurines. And so I picked up some more glass. And the clarity on this piece, let me just see if I can get some black behind it, because the clarity on it is just amazing. It is so clear. I mean, you're seeing all the lights in reflection in my house, but it is just gorgeous. I love this applied stem. It's even kind of whimsical the way that they've done it. And of course, if you have a rotating light base, it looks amazing on top of a base. Isn't that so cool?
I love the top. I love the stem on that, Bill.
Yeah, the stem is everything, I think. I just really, really love it. Really nice. So the apple itself is 3.5 inches tall. And I thought would make a really nice gift if someone was looking for a teacher gift for, one of your kids or grandkids, a thank you gift for an educator, but also a lovely gift for lots of other reasons too. But as an educator myself, we do sort of associate the apple with our profession.
It's so clear. It's got such good clarity.
Yeah, and that's what really drew me to it. And it has this beautiful, I mean, look at the base. It is so clear. It's polished and so clear. It's clearly a high quality glass.
Just for $8, Bill.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people know who watched the video. This store is desperately trying to go out of business. So right now, I can get really high quality glass for a very, very good price. And when I buy enough, sometimes other things fall into my box.
Awesome.
But we can bring it back at the recap if there's not any interest.
All right, Miss Amy.
All right, $10, Jason.
You got it.
All right. Ending my last round tonight, we've got some Kewpies. I love these paper dolls. So these are uncut Kewpie paper dolls in full color. Of course, I love the cover on this, but the stuff that's on the inside is just as cool. So,
Amy, hang on. I think we have a lag.
Sorry, the lag.
Hold on. Let me get Bill back over here real quick. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Lisa. I'll just do a quick countdown if anyone else is interested. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Oh, that's weird. Did you know we appear upside down in glass?
Oh my God, no. Or is it just like is it like a lead crystal that does that?
I don't know.
Upside down.
That's new to me. Thank you for the bid end, Karen. Thank you, Lisa. This is coming to you. Appreciate it.
All right, Amy.
Sure. But disclaimer, the glass apple does not come with a small captured bill inside of it.
No.
This is true.
Okay.
Just
all right. So back all right. So this book does date to 1984. And it is uncut, so nothing has been cut out of it. So if you want to cut them out, you are certainly welcome to. And it gives a little history about Kewpies in the front, which I think is an added little bonus here. Talks about Rose O'Neill and her illustrations and all of that. So here is doll A, so cute. And here is doll B. So there's different outfits that go on either doll A or doll B. I love that she's holding some daisies in her hand in the back. So then we've got a cute little flower outfit. Oh, the outfits in here are just so good. The mushroom. She could be a mushroom. And the little moth caterpillar. I'm not sure what that one is supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be a moth or a butterfly. Really, really cute. Look at the bee holding the little honey pot. So good. And then we've got some international kind of costumes that go in here too. Look at the
oh my God,
the little Kewpie booty hanging out of the caps in the back. So good. I love this. God. Then we've got a little tropical island wear there, and look, there's a little sailor outfit, and Doodle Dog is in there too. Then we've got a cute little flower outfit. Oh, they're so good.
I love that the Kewpies get to get dressed on both sides.
I know, right? You got to have the full effect. The little Pierrot there, and the little Dutch girl holding the tulip in the back. These are so good. I remember playing with paper dolls when I was a kid. I don't know how many kids play with them nowadays, but I certainly enjoyed cutting them out and picking out all of their little outfits. I love the geisha. She's really cute too. I love these. And then I think we're getting to, yes, we're on the last one there in the back, and it is a Dover Publishing. I remember the Dover, and they made little sticker books too. And then it talks a little bit more about the Kewpies and paper dolls and stuff on the back too. So it measures 9 1/4 by 12 1/4. All right. So again, from 1984. So Lisa, I see your 14, and Jill, I saw your 12, and Carol, I saw your 10. So we're looking for 15 or more. I'm going to count this down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. That cover is everything. I love that cover so much.
Those big roly-poly bellies they got.
Jason, you and I think the same way. I was thinking the same thing.
Love it.
All right, Jill, I see your 16. Thank you so much. And Lisa came in with a 17 right before the bid end. So Lisa, this is coming to you. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All righty, guys. My last round. It's going to start a little high, but when you see what it is, I think you guys will understand. So it's $30, and it is on a piece of Swedish glass. Okay, these are high-end glass pieces. I'm pretty sure they're crystal. It does have the original label on it. These are by an artist, so it is signed. These are made by an artist. The name of the artist is Matt Jonathan. I think it's Jonathan. I think it's Matt Jonathan. And if you guys know his glass figures that are etched, so they are etched, but then this is satin glass. These larger ones go for pretty good money. So this is a larger one. It measures about 7 inches tall by about 7 inches wide. It is a herring. So I thought it kind of fitting with my navy guy, went with blue things. I thought I'd bring, some sort of a water bird. You can see the high quality. Let me put my hand there. Actually, let me put a piece of black behind. And this is a very, very heavy piece of glass. And they do come in smaller figurines. So there you guys can see all the great detail. They are reversed etched. And then they are in the satin glass. There's no chips, no cracks. It kind of looks like a piece of ice. And usually the original tag on these is usually always missing, always gone. And then let me show you guys the base. If I can get it to show, it is etched with the artist's signature. So I think it is catching there for you guys. Again, this is a higher end piece of glass. If you guys are interested, like Bill had the light base, they do light up really well. I don't know that my black light does much justice, but if you do underlight these from the bottom, they do light really well. But what I love about these is when folks buy them in my shop, they usually put them on a windowsill. So the light comes through them and captures it really, really well. So there you guys can see the herring. I guess that's some sort of vegetation. Just a gorgeous piece of Swedish glass. And again, just starting at $30 if anybody's interested. I know we're getting down here near the end, and if nobody is, that's okay. I'll just give it another moment for you guys to see. It is signed. It has the original label. This is probably early 1980s. So this is probably from the early 1980s if you guys are interested in knowing that. Glowy Girl, I see you're 30. Thank you so much. If you guys Google his name, you'll see that these larger ones, it is a pretty good price to start it at. So we're at 30, looking for 31. If anyone's interested, we are getting down near the end, so let's do a countdown. Pardon me, just in case for active bidders. So we'll go 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're looking for 30 or more on the herring. And again, there is great detail in this. This artist is really, really known for his glass. He's a Swedish glass maker. Great piece of art. It's very heavy, so please keep that in mind. So there's the bid end. So it looks like Glowy Girl, congratulations. It's coming to you for 30. Thank you so much. We'll get everybody back up here real quick. Do we have a recap, guys?
Yes.
Okay. If you guys are interested in anything during the recap, we're going to show you everything that did not sell. We're going to give you a quick description again. Anything, any flaws, any issues. Herring is a fish. I thought this was a heron. It's a heron. I was saying heron. It's a heron. Yes, you are right. I'm so sorry. I misspoke. Heron. It is. You're right. Thank you, Brad. If anybody's interested in the items during the recap, we're going to give you a quick description, and we're going to give you a word. Yep, Glowy, I got it. Thank you guys so much. Put in the description that we give you, and please put in the amount. We're going to move pretty quick, so that's sort of important because it could, go into somebody else's turn. If more than one person is interested, we will turn it into an auction. There'll be a quick countdown. The just in case still applies then as well. And then Karen Gillette will be our official bid ender as well. So, Bill, we'll get you back up here. There you are, sir.
And Wanda, I saw your question. The glass that I recently picked up at that shop will be coming to future live sales. I don't list on eBay or anywhere else. I just sell here. So they will be coming, and they are amazing. So I had one item, if anyone is interested, which would look great with that heron. Yes. Or if you had herring, it would look good as well.
Yes.
This oil on wood is $15 start bid if anyone is interested. And it's just really, really beautiful. If this is sort of something that you have in your decor with some flying water birds, maybe albatross, as I said before, seagulls, just a really pretty piece. It is 11 inches tall and 9.5 inches from side to side. $15 if anyone is interested.
And I got to call out a good pun when I see it, because then Lucinda said, Brad, nice catch.
Yeah,
that was good, Lucinda. That was really good.
Oh, we do love the dry humor here on Mother Tucker's channel, that's for sure. All right.
Absolutely.
And welcome, Colleen. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. She said it's her first time watching us, so welcome. The only thing I had for my recap were the Lipper and Man chained spaghetti deer family. There's no chips, no repairs, no crazing. The only thing is that she would have originally come with a parasol, a little ceramic parasol. That is missing, so I have added in, and these are removable too. You can just take those out if you don't want them in there. Little flocked millinery flower bouquet. So she had something in her hand. Measurement for Mama is 5 3/4 by 4, and the babies are about 3 inches. Again, made by Lipper and Man, a little bit harder to come by. Chained family. I have redone the chains on here. They did not have chains when I found them. So I was looking for $30 on the chained deer family made by Lipper and Man. So you can write deer 30. So I know what you're talking about if anybody wants to claim those. Thank you guys.
I warned you guys at the very beginning when I was stumbling like that it was going to get interesting, that it was going to get really interesting. So I held it till the end. And then I flubbed it up. So with 130 of you guys here, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Karen Gillette, thank you for being our official bid ender tonight. Gavin, congratulations on getting over 600. We couldn't do it without the Gillettes. Thank you guys so much. You guys are such a pillar in the community, and we appreciate you both so very much. So, Bill or Amy, do you guys want to recap or discuss anything that we're going to be doing this week? And then we can say where we'll be at, Amy, and remind them about. Let's at least remind you guys that we're going to be shipping early this week. So the invoices are going to be out from the 3 of us tomorrow. So Bill's going to start maybe invoicing tonight throughout tomorrow. Amy will probably get them to you midday. For myself, it'll probably be the afternoon. We ask that everybody please pay them as soon as you see them so that we can get them shipped. For most of us, shipping for, I think me and Bill, it'll be cut off, and Amy cut off noon on Wednesday. So if we get those invoices paid by Wednesday at noon, we can get them out to you ASAP. If not, for myself, I'll at least say the boxes will be here till we get back on Monday, and then they'll ship on Monday. So hopefully I covered that for all of us. Bill, Amy, where are you going to be at next? What are you going to be doing?
Well, I'll be back a week from today on Mother Tucker's Monday. Can't wait. And I'll let Amy talk about why we need our shipping done so quickly, because she's been the big planner for us.
Yes.
I feel like we keep pushing it on Amy to say something. So,
well,
Amy,
I want to talk about Wednesday first, because Wednesday's a little different this week too. So fantastic finds this week will still be occurring at 8 p.m. Eastern here on Mother Tucker's channel. However, we're not doing a sale. Right. We're not having a live sale this week. We're just going to be highlighting vintage community members' finds for the week. And Jason and I are also going to be sharing some photos from our personal collections as well. So we're still going to go live for a little bit on Wednesday night. We're just not going to have a sale because Thursday morning, we're all going to be seeing each other face to face. We're getting together and shop in Pittsburgh for a few days. So that's why we need to ship everything out by Wednesday. Get your goodies to you, because we're going to be hitting the road driving to Pittsburgh. So it's going to be super exciting. I haven't seen Jason and Tina since Springfield last year, and I have never had the privilege of meeting Bill in person before. So I'm super excited about that.
It's going to be fun, guys. So gang, with her saying that, make sure you're following all of us. Make sure you're subscribed to everybody here on the screen. Make sure you're following us all over on Instagram. All those links are down below in the description. We're going to be posting some things from the weekend. I don't know. We might even go live. I don't know. But we're definitely going to be out there scouting out some goodies for ourselves and for you guys. So hopefully you guys can tag along. And if you're in the Pittsburgh area and we bump into you, please make sure you guys say hello to us. I'm not sure where we're going to end up, but we're going to be shopping that whole part of the state, and it's going to be a good time. So then I'll be back Wednesday night with Amy for some fantastic finds. Guys, it was an epic sale. Thank you guys so much. Thank you all to you, everyone who participated in the chat. Thank you guys so much. And everyone who bought, please look for your invoices. We're going to start getting those out tomorrow. We all feel a little bit better when we travel and we know that those packages are in the mail getting to their new home. So with that said, guys, we'll see you back here Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Have a good night. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys.